from Vinor for the match between second and third place, which means United Challengers Cricket Club and the Invitational 11. The winner of this game will play later on against Sledgehammer.
No problem. Thanks,
in the grand final. So it's a big game, important. I'm sure both teams will want to win here.
Good morning, Moshe.
Good morning.
How are you today? And thank you for bringing us into the second versus third place final qualifier game today. United Challengers versus Invitational 11.
Yeah, good. Nice and sunny out here in Vinor.
It's a wonderful day to play cricket. Fantastic weather. Warm but not too warm. Bit of chill and nip in the air. Lovely day. United Challengers have won the toss and elected to bowl. That's the first news coming out of this field today. And batters are just getting onto the field. Shall start today's proceedings anytime soon. So, what are your thoughts on today's games, Martin?
Yeah, well, obviously the final will be exciting, starting at 4:30 p.m. But I'm sure this game has a lot to offer.
Little bit
There's a lot at
expensive
stake
compared
here,
to the
as
Czech
mentioned.
Republic.
It's basically a semi-final.
Absolutely.
So
It's you're
important.
yeah. It's a pretty important game, and also I think the Czech Invitational 11 have strengthened a bit. They have Arshad Hayat in their team today, and Arshad Hayat is a pretty good bowler and a batter. He's a good all-rounder, and I think it's going to be a slightly more even game, you could say, between the Invitational 11 today and United Challengers. It's the second time they go head-to-head, and I'm sure the Invitational 11 are looking for some revenge.
yeah, they played this today, and the game just got away from the Invitational 11 slightly. The Challengers have played well so far in this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how they approach this game and how they do here.
So Arshad Hayat is on strike, and Arshad Hayat is he's a very high striking batsman. He doesn't waste too much time in the middle, and he likes to get going from ball one. So it's an interesting move here from the Invitational 11. Okay, first ball and Moshe, just a bit of swing, and Arshad is really lucky to get bat on it. Could have been close otherwise, but from this angle, looking to go down leg.
Yeah, a bit of an appeal there, so it's a good start for the Challenger, starting off with a dot ball, putting a bit of pressure on the batsman.
Just switching out the wagon wheel settings for the scorer there, Farooq today and Sudarshan are joining us on the scoring duties. Oh, that's a drop catch there. Arshad Hayat straight to the shot. Mid-on fielder there. Looking for the second. Gun throw in. Oh, another one there. Another one there.
So they'll take the third, and they could look for the
probably
fourth.
for the fourth. That's.
So they get four. That's really well run.
Oh, that's another one. That's another one.
They've run five. That's
absolutely agricultural scenes here at Vinor.
Runs. What a ball! What happened there? The dropped catch, and then it was 2 overthrows, leading to 5 runs being taken. Well run, but it was a tough catch there.
Yeah, I mean, let's start off with what actually happened. So Arshad Hayat swiped the ball across the short mid-on fielder inside the ring. He drops the catch. They took 1 run, and then they overthrow it, and then they take 2, and then there's another overthrow, and there's another overthrow, and then there's another.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. So
crazy.
5 runs off a ball. You don't see that too often.
No, we do not. Arshad Hayat lucky to be still at the crease, but that luck even brings much more luck with 4 more runs.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy catch. He was close in, hit hard. But, the overthrows are really unnecessary.
Swing there. Carefully played off by Piyush Baghel, the other opener. Yeah, it's been a. I mean, it's been a good start by the bowler here.
Yeah, his
Nasser
teammates in the
Mohammed.
field have let him down slightly.
It's another one. No second slip there. Otherwise, could have been another wicket here. Yeah, Nasser Mohammed started pretty well uh, for his side. It's unfortunate to have that drop catch and those overthrows. Otherwise, a pretty good over here. This one, pretty good opening over, swinging the ball, coming into the pads, very straight line. A lot of chances for LBW there, even bowled if the batters just miss. Phil G just joining us behind. Good morning, Phil.
Morning, BK.
A lovely shot there by Pierce, driven away in short covers. Good block on that by the fielder there inside.
Oh, just a block there. To end off the over, well bowled by Nasser Mohammed in the first over. Unlucky to concede those runs, as we said. So 8 off the opening over. Invitational 11 batsmen looking to get their eye in. They've ran well from the off. Got themselves some runs.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the Invitational 11 are quite lucky to not lose a wicket here. So luck favors the brave, right, Marsha? That's what the saying is. So yeah, yes, the 8 runs. Invitational 11 would like to keep going at this rate so that they can put up a good total here. So to defend 138 yesterday or 133, not sure what it was, but it's not enough for the Invitational 11. They were struggling to get 120 at a point, but then they had one big over which sort of got them closer to 130, and they crossed the 130 mark. And they did have that Harishi here coming in for the second over.
Nice
Swiped
shot.
over cover there. Piyush Patel might just run away. No, it just stops at the end. They take 3.
Yeah, so well run again, which I say was their big strength in the final game yesterday against the Court. They ran hard, took the runs when they were there. They've done that here so far.
I thought that was a pretty good bowler here. Shot to point, quick run there. Direct throw would have got him in trouble. It's good backup this time around by United Challenger CC. I'm sure that didn't go for any overthrows. Throw rifled in there from point, but just above the bails or above the stumps, and Arshad lucky to get away with this line. Arshad is known to be a very active person in the middle. He likes to be busy. He doesn't like to sort of be calm and just take his time. He likes to get going, run around, take those quick singles, tap the ball, take a run. He's always looking for an opportunity to run, to steal a run from the fielding team. It's an interesting move this by the Invitational 11, and he has looked in good form, Masha.
Well, it's a run out there. It was just guided, and
that was never a run, Masha.
Yeah, and he wanted it, and a bit of a miscommunication.
That is never a run, and Piyush taking it one for the team here, and that's really good spirit by Piyush, because he knew, you could see on Piyush's face that was never a run. He committed because he saw a shot coming halfway down the line, and he knew if it was a direct hit, he was gone, and it was a direct hit by the United Challengers, taking the chance. Once again, opportunity presented, and they've taken it.
Yeah, I think he was looking to send him back first off, but he then decided to go through with it and a run out. So as you mentioned, Arshad is looking to get those runs, is looking to get those singles, but it just wasn't on there.
No, not at all, Masha. There was no single there. and it's been something Arshad has to sort of be watchful about, because there have been instances in the past where it has happened with multiple wickets, and it's been tricky for the team to come back from it. So he needs to be careful with that running between the wickets. Sazib Bhuyan, the next batter in. I'm sure Sazib must be telling Arshad, let's not let that happen again. And if you noticed, Arshad wearing a helmet, which is the right thing to do here for any young cricketers getting into the sport. Always wear a helmet and go out there. Do not wear a cap. Your safety is paramount. So a good wicket here for United Challengers, one in the second over of the game. Ooh, bottom edge there, and easily fielded. Sazib Bhuyan is an explosive batsman, another person who doesn't sort of wait around at the crease. He does take a little bit of time, like maybe about 4-5 balls, Moshe, to get sort of settled in, and then he starts going for his shots. It's maybe a good ploy here to bring him in the power play. Good ball this by Tala, right into the rib cage, giving him very little room to move. Again, Sazib just pushing the ball along with his bat, and Tala looking back at him, saying a few words. I wonder what that was all about.
Yeah, another good over bowled here by the challengers. After that missing a mess up in the first over with the overthrows, they've sorted it out. The rotation 11 batsmen struggled a bit.
Block hole. Waiting call there. Arshad taking off, but then rightfully sent back by Sazib, and that's the end of the second over. 11 for 1. One lost that one wicket would probably hurt the Invitational 11, but that was their own mistake there. They'd love to make use of the power play today. Start off the same way they did against the chase against Accord. Yeah. Accord.
Yeah, they had a great opening partnership there.
Yeah, in the defense, when they were setting up the score.
They were setting up the score, yeah, and the opening partnership really helped them in the end of the innings. So a bit of a slower start here. There's still plenty of time in that innings to get back into it and get a good score.
Nasir Mohammed coming again, down leg stump wide. Again, if this was Arshad on the other end, Moshe, and Sazib facing, Arshad would have had a start and would have been halfway down the crease. And that's how he steals those singles. But, that could also be a bit difficult for the strikers and batsmen to adapt to, because then they haven't made the way down. So. Oh!
Wild.
Dead ball called, and the fielder still rifles the throw in.
We've had a few of them, and the invitational.
We have some of the players here prompting for a no ball, coming over to the tent here, but I think they should just let the umpires do the work in the middle. But the funny instance there was, Moshe, the point fielder threw the ball at the stumps because he saw the non-strikers and batted out, even after seeing the umpire say dead ball. So it's just not in good spirit, that. And his bowler rightfully even saying that, hey, the ball is dead, why are you throwing it in?
Yeah, but a bit of a loose one there.
Yeah. The umpires just coming together and having a word about the no ball, which was okay. So just getting confirmation from Peter on our left that it was a dead ball and the ball will be re-bowled. So that was a funny one. Maybe the shine on the ball just making him lose grip. again.
Another wide down the leg side, so
Yeah.
Mohammed not following up really
Yeah,
here.
good first over.
So a couple of wides that'll let on the Invitational 11 back into it. They'll take the extras, I'm sure. Be happy with them.
Still a full over yet to be bowled here, Masha. Two
Yeah.
extra balls given to the batters.
3 runs being given away. You don't want to do that early on. Wide down the leg side again.
I like how Sazib's taking a start here, trying to capitalize on the keeper's mistake, look for that extra run, make it 2. But yeah, just avoid that unnecessary run out. I'm sure if these two sort of get a partnership going, it'll lay a good foundation for the Invitational 11 to build and probably put on a big score here today, defend against United Challenger CC in what is essentially a semi-final.
Yeah. Mohammed, can he get it straight now?
Ooh, that swung in. Watchfully dabbed at a shot it on. Square leg.
So they take the single. Yeah, a lot of swing here for him. A wild sort of in swing there, and the couple just went down the leg side. But he managed to get the line better there. Still 5 balls left in this over.
It's going to be a long one.
And 15 already.
And there is that overrate pressure with that, the fielding team have to remind themselves about. It's a good shot there at a point, but well fielded. And no runs given there. United Challengers are a tight squad. They look like a good tight unit. So after that first over, where maybe it's just the first over, like just getting their act together. I'm sure they'll be much tighter unit. They won't let those runs go by. No freebies given to the batting side.
That's over the bowler's head. It's gone for 4.
Fantastic shot by Sazib Bhuyan, slightly overpitched and it got what it deserved. Could have weighed down mid-on.
Organiser Garo seems to have picked up a little knock with the long barrier here there behind the boundary.
At least he uses the long barrier, which we've seen a lot of people not do. They've been very confident to just sort of go down and pick it up.
Got the technique down.
Yep. Another full pitch delivery and put away by Sazib. Fantastic shot. It could just get to 4 and it is 4 runs.
Consecutive 4s there. Nice.
Good play this by Sazib. There has been a lot of talk about Sazib and him being a one-shot player where he aims towards the cow corner, long on, square leg sort of to hit his shots. But he's just clearly showing that he has depth. He has both sides of the field to hit to. And that's really important for someone like Sazib so that, they don't set a very one-sided field and they know that, oh, okay, he can only do this and not that. So good on Sazib for getting some shots on the offside.
Yeah, 2 consecutive 4s on the offside.
Possibly another one here for maybe 2 runs.
Field it after it.
Yeah, easy do this. Fantastic batting this by Sazib. 2 4s and then taking 2.
So a very expensive over here from Nasser Mohammed. 25 for 1. Getting the run rate up.
And good morning to all our viewers who's joining in. This is the 2nd versus 3rd match of the Pepsi Cup 2022 out here in Scott Page Field in Vinor. It's Venkatesh M here, and I'm joined with Moshe Harris. Is it Harry? Harris, sorry. It's Moshe Harris. So we have 2 more games after this. So stick with us. Hope you have a lovely day watching some cricket. It's the end of the 3rd over and 26 for 1. What do you make of this, Moshe?
Yeah, poor over there, a couple of wides, some boundaries. So the Invitation 11 batsmen seem to be coming into the game nicely now, and halfway through the power play. I'm sure they'll be looking to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I think United Challengers will be looking for Talha to break this little partnership that these guys have going here. I mean, it's not much, but it's 15 of 9, and they're scoring pretty quick. Both batters striking above 100. So Talha will be shot by Sazib, rifled away. Misfield by the mid-off fielder, but he saves 3, I guess, and gives away 1.
Yeah, nice shot, but he just bounced up wildly into the air off the ground there. I wonder if if it stayed along the ground.
Gets a tap from his fielder, extra cover on that effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit tricky here in Scottish Field in Vinor. You have to be careful. It isn't the most level surface, but that's the best that we can do, and you just have to adapt. And you have to get better. You need to get down your basics, put that long barrier out, make sure you have your body behind the ball, and save those runs. Dot ball here.
Yeah, and I'm sure the players here will be aware of that. The Invitation 11, of course, here.
The home team
The whole
outside.
team playing here
Used to these conditions.
every week, and the challengers have played a few matches, so they've seen him as a nice short ball.
A lovely ball there by Bala. Arshad watchfully backing away from it. Yeah, Arshad's been a bit quiet here. I mean, 7 from 8, just dropping below 100 now. I mean, it's. I mean, we don't want to go ball by ball in the strike rate, but yeah, we want Arshad to sort of get along in the power play. Oh, good ball this and slightly tapped away to the leg side. Could be 2 runs, and they go for it.
He's been given out, run out. He can't believe it.
Oh,
He's not happy with the decision.
completes it in awe.
It looked closer. Second wicket goes for the Invitation 11. Second
Yeah.
run out.
Arshad looking completely confused.
He can't believe it. It looked into me from here, but I mean, we are really.
Arshad asking if there's a third umpire. There is a third umpire, Arshad, but we have no cameras for him to see. So we believe in Raghava and we believe in his judgment, and you are out.
Yeah, well,
That's unfortunate for Arshad.
obviously square leg umpire has the best view
Yeah, the
possible.
best view, yeah. And you know, the thing with Raghava here is the whole tournament, or at least since he's been in here for the last 2 days, he's always been a little slow with his decisions. He's not sort of trigger fingered it. He's always taken his time and then sort of, okay, out, not out. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. It did look like Arshad made his ground, but I guess Raghava said no, he didn't. And that's
Yeah.
another run out.
They
That
seem
was never-
confident taking the 2, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was a bit. That was a close 2. You had to really been quick in the first run to take that, but another run out there. But anyway, maybe it's tough to say because we didn't get to see Arshad in his full flow. But Naveen Gunasekaran, the next batter in. Naveen also someone who can strike hard, and he's been in decent nick in this tournament. Got some runs under his belt, a few, not too much.
It's a big appeal. For Argument. No way.
Right on the money there to Naveen Tala coming in, first ball into the block hole, just possibly missing leg stump, or maybe hit him outside the line of leg stump. What do you think, Marshall?
Yeah, well,
It's a great first up to the batter, though.
yeah, might have even pitched outside leg with
Yeah, with that,
the way the ball was bowling,
agreed, completely agreed.
left arm over the wicket.
Yep. Oh, swipe, and just dips on the keeper and goes for the bye.
Yeah, well taken single, so new batsman can get off strike, rotate it a bit. Well, no, we can't because that is the over.
29 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. So yeah, United Challengers CC feel like they're on top of this because of those 2 wickets.
Yeah, they recovered after a poor over. They recovered now, only giving away the 3 runs and got the wicket. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that. But with Sasi Boyan still at the crease, anything can happen.
It's more like the batters gave the wicket away.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
2 run outs.
2 run-outs, yeah.
And
I mean, the
unnecessary.
first one was a really good throw. The fielder, the chance was given and he took it. And the second one as well, you know, that was a gun throw back right in the hands and calmly taken off by the keeper.
They're looking for everyone, but sometimes it's just not there, and you've got to judge it.
Yep.
On that.
Just want to say hi to Abbas Ali Mohammed, who's joined us in the chat. Hi Abbas, thank you for coming in here. Abbas asking in Hindi, I think, who won the toss. Abbas, we just look above you. There's United Challengers won the toss and elected to field. It says keep it up, UC. Absolutely, UC should, United Challengers CC should be playing this way to sort of have the upper hand. Rajiv on here, bringing a slow bowler in. Rather quick in the power play.
Yeah, Rajiv. Yeah, Rajiv. Know all about him.
Yeah,
2 Man of the Match awards.
absolutely, Marsha.
Brilliant
He's just been,
tournament football so far.
yeah, he's just been involved in every sense. Either it's the bat or the ball. He's always performing for his team.
And slightly slower bowling has caused the batsman problem in this tournament overall. And well, there's another wicket.
It's a fantastic ball by Rajiv, just drawing out a batter. Naveen using his feet but completely missing the ball, and clean stumping this by the keeper.
Well taken, he's on it. And, another wicket for the Invitation 11, and after a brilliant third over, we've lost a couple of wickets and are struggling slightly now.
Vinor keeping in.
And it's going to be Sid coming in now.
Yeah, absolutely, Sid good.
Scored a nice 30 yesterday, so I'm sure he'll be looking to score some more here.
Tariq Ahmed with fantastic work behind the stumps there. With those one run out, I think, and another stumping. So just really good work by him, taking those chances given by the batters.
And the United challengers look really good here. They're getting the wickets. And Invitation 11 just struggling. They need to get some runs.
They need a partnership here. Yeah, they need this pair to come good. And it's the one with, I mean, Sid has the experience, the wealth of experience that he has over the years playing in the domestic league. So he knows exactly how this field plays. He's been in this situation multiple times before. So I'm sure he knows how the story goes from here. So he'd want to be, the main act on another risky run. But good pressure on, I guess, on the fielder. Then the fielder trying to pick it up with one hand and just missing out.
Yeah, and captaining the team, I'm pretty sure, here as well. So you want to score the runs.
They want to take this team home, or at least put them in a position where they can defend a decent total. What do you think a decent total is? I mean, I think that's the question we need to start talking about this now. I mean, it's still a little too early, but what do you think it should set up for?
Yeah, well, their current projected score is at 129. I think they'd have to aim a bit higher than that.
Absolutely, I agree.
The tough position of the challengers, it definitely would have been enough against someone like a Cord, but the challengers are quite.
Lovely defense there by Sazib. Great ball by Rajiv. Good cricket all around. Sazib respecting Rajiv's bowling here. Oh, slightly flighted on the leg stump, and he thought he could just work that away to the leg side, but triples down to behind the keeper and dot ball.
Great over from Rajiv Kamaj, giving away just the one run and getting the wicket as well. So
fantastic over this. Delivers for his captain Rajiv as always throughout this tournament that he has. And Abbas Ali saying great job on the microphone to both of us, Moshe.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Abbas. Appreciate the kind words. It's fuel for us to keep delivering on the stream for you. Thank you. Stick around and just get active in the chat. Just keep asking us questions. We'd love to give you all the information we can. If you have any questions about the local team, about the Invitational 11, please do.
And also make sure to subscribe, because the last two games of the Pepsi Cup.
That's true. That's
will
right.
Also be streamed on this channel. The third place
It's
playoff and the grand final. So interesting cricket coming up.
Absolutely, it's just going to be a cracker day of cricket here in Scottage Field in Vinor. It's the day 3 of the Pepsi Cup, and it's the finals day. And this is the first game between the second and third place. Essentially a semi-final, as we said before on the stream. And after that, we have the fourth and third place, and then we have the final game of Pepsi Cup 2022 to see who the winners are. What do you think the final could be?
Well, we've obviously got Sledgehammer, who are undefeated so far in this tournament, so they have already qualified for the final. quite good here, but the Invitational 11 batsmen will be trying to pick up the run rate, which is currently on 6, and push the score up a bit. Oh, short ball was in the air, and some shout of catch, but it drops between the fielders, and they'll take the quick single. So a nice way to start the over.
Last over the power play here, Moshe.
Yeah. And,
Tala bowling it, so it's difficult to take him on, but maybe that pace might help Sazib to sort of put one away. Oh, just dabbed down to first slip there, no run. Sid just running over to Sazib. Just maybe telling him, watch out for the pitch, don't run in the middle. Lovely ball this, Tala.
another dot ball.
Another dot ball.
Well bowled here by the challengers, and well, the Invitational 11 need to start picking up some runs, because the longer these dot balls go on, then later on in the innings you have to sort of start getting the 4s and 6s, but you check a single ball like that, it's hard, and there's lots of pressure on the batsman.
As you say that, Sazib smacks it away, but will it run away for 4? And it has that.
It does, yeah.
It does. Lovely shot there by Sazib. And I think he heard you.
Yeah.
I think he has some AirPods on.
Yeah,
Listening to you on your insightful commentary, Moshe.
Fielders were close in there, so we just managed to get it over them with a shorter ball.
He read that, picked it up early and put it away. Great shot there by Sazib.
Trickle over the boundary for a very much needed 4.
Slow on this.
Yeah, good tactic there, bowling. I mean, the last ball was quite fast, and the pace got used to get the boundary. So just trying a slower ball out, see what happens. It's a dot ball.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was just watching the pitch there, and the previous ball was just dabbed down, and Sazib was looking for the single, but Sid said no. Just coming back. Another short ball. Is it going to be taken? No, just past the slip. Fielder runs down to third man. It was an opportunity for the United Challengers, but just slightly far away from them.
Take the single, and that's the end of the power play. So I think Boyan, you can just see him on your screen, sitting down.
Yeah, just to finish what I just said previously, and Sid just walked over to him after the over and said, we need to just be a bit calm. We're going to 2 run-outs. I don't think we need to sort of do the same thing again.
Yeah. Says he.
Avinash Bhatia, Bhatia Avinash in the chat here. Good morning, Bhatia, or rather, I think good afternoon for you in India. Has Sledgehammer won the finals? No, Bhatia, today is the finals day, and if we could predict the future, then we'd be doing many other things. But anyway, Sledgehammer are yet to play. They are going to play the final game, which are the finals. That's going to start at, just to be
4:30 p.m. local time.
Thank you, 4:30 p.m. CEST, which you should just check for your IST, I suppose. But they haven't played yet. They will feature in the last game of the day. So just stick with us, Bhatia Avinash, for all the other games. This game sort of will decide who plays Sledgehammer essentially in the final, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure the Sledgehammer players back at the hotel will be watching closely who their potential opponents could be in that final. They have managed to beat both of these teams, so I'm sure they'll be confident either way, but it will be useful to know who they will play. And it looks like Rajiv Gamash will be coming back for his second over here. Just a quick field adjustment as we are now out of the power play.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Ben for putting on the charger for us and reframing the camera. Thanks, Ben. You saw that slight wobble, that was Ben's hands.
Sure, I'll take the single.
camaraderie there in the chat. Love to see it. Abbas Ali responding to Bhatia Avinash and Bhatia Avinash actually thanking him. Another single taken there. Watchful single. Yeah, this partnership is going to be crucial for the Invitational 11. It's what these guys make of it. I think up until they want to go steadily up until the 15th over and then sort of get swifty.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Coming back for another 2 here. It's
Good run that. Always there.
taken.
Good runs.
So,
you watch Rick and Morty by any chance?
No.
No? Okay.
Unfortunately.
Rick and Morty is a lovely TV show. You guys should check it out if you can.
So, out of the power play now. They've got a fair few fielders out on the boundary. The challengers, they've got long on, deep mid wicket, square leg, all out on the boundary. It's a dot ball, field struggling slightly, but no run taken.
Good over this by Rajiv. 1-1-1-2 and dot. Few runs coming off of it. But I think the Invitational 11 are playing his over well. They're not letting those dots pile up, but they're also getting runs for each ball. So it's good cricket by them. They know that this field is spread out now. The power play is sort of over. So there are those singles to come into play. Maybe not the fours yet. They gotta wait for that bad ball and they'll put it away. But good cricket this from Invitational 11. Not getting into a shell. Sid sizing up that shot, saw that ball in the air, full toss, but just couldn't put it away in the gap. That's a dot ball. Good field there by the short cover fielder, and that's the end of the over. 41-50 yards.
Yeah, better, just a couple dots in there, rotating the strike nicely. They just need to sort of keep that coming now.
Decent, I can't say a recovery, but they started steadying the ship. Invitational 11, these two batters, they know the responsibility they have to play with, and they know they have to take their team to a good first inning score. Sid just picked up some grass and checking the wind. I think it's coming from behind us and going across us. Not sure my orientation. It's not south, east, west, but it's coming from the top end, going away to the car park. Change of bowler. Faraz Syed coming on. I think he's another left arm off spin. If I remember correctly. Yeah, but spin from both ends. So slowing it down here, United Challengers, making it harder for the Invitational 11 to hit. Smacked. The extra cover there. There could have been a 2. They didn't run the first one hard here.
Yeah, with bringing the spin on, maybe trying to tempt the batsman to going for the big shot. We'll have to wait and see how they deal with that. There's room for singles.
Watchfully left there by Sid, sized it up, saw the ball slightly full, but it dipped well before him, and then he just let it go to the keeper. Dot ball that. Sid, I think the batters need to use their feet. The spinners here, Mosh.
He was just having a look around, and he looked right into that square leg region before that ball. He flicks it there. I'll take the single.
Yeah, went on his back foot, waited for the ball to come to him, and uses this for a single there. I'd say even if you hit it with a certain pace, you can sort of like put enough power for it to stop closer to the square leg umpire. That's 2 runs if you're on the first half. So the Invitational 11 will have to look for runs that way, create runs in the outfield.
Yeah, and 3 fielders on the onside, all on the boundary. So if you can get it nicely between them and yourself, then there could be room for 2 there, as you say. So it might not be about the last ball, best placement.
Lovely batting this by Sid. Knew the fielder was slightly deep on the circle, just gently dabs it and takes a single. Good batting this by the Invitational 11. Keeping the scoreboard moving. Just one dot ball from this over. Last ball. Is that a catch? Oh, just close to the point in gully fielder, but that's put away for 4. Fantastic shot there by Sazib. A bit risky there in the air, but just manages to splice the fielder there, and that's 4 runs.
Yeah, and a nice way to end the over. And this is very much like they batted yesterday against the Cord. They were taking the singles off the good balls, just rotating the strike, and when the opportunity comes, they take it. They get the boundary, and that's exactly what they need to do now in the remaining 12 overs. And that score could be very defendable by the end of the innings.
49 for 3 at the end of 8 here. Steadily building a partnership here, Sazib and Siddharth Good. Siddharth Good has been in and out of the national team for quite a few years now. He's also a fellow Vinor, plays for the same club as I do. And for the same club that we do, Moshe and Ben, who's been sitting right next to Moshe, we all play for the Vinor. Any Vinos listening to the watching the stream, let's go Vinos. But yeah, it's nice to have Sid out there. But yeah, Sid's an experienced campaigner, and I'm sure he'll know exactly what to do here. Sazib also has quite a little bit of he's put on a bit more experience under his belt in the recent years, playing the domestic league. But he's exploded onto the scene, I'd say, Moshe. He scored a century against us, and a catch that I dropped in extra cover on this field, so I remember that very well.
Appeal for a catch behind
Keeper.
bowler and keeper. Sure.
Massive appeal there with a bit of jumping, but Raghava unmoved like a statue, just calmly saying not out and getting on with it. I guess they heard something. They wouldn't go up, but sometimes what does happen is that the bat sort of scrapes the mat and creates that very similar sounding to an edge. So things happen here, and it's unexplainable. Lovely pressure this by the batters. They always knew that was a single the minute it went off the bat. Sazib taking a bit of a start, and pressure on the fielder there to get the ball back in for the run out.
Yeah, well taken. So Sazib Boyan on 27. 4 fours in there, so he's settling in nicely. We'll look to push on from now.
Philji just letting me know that there's a reverse sweep on here, Moshe, because there's no one in the deep on the offside, and if it goes behind gully and point or even short third there, it's 4 runs. There is a bit of a slope on that end of towards the shadow end of Vinor. Smacked over cover, but there's a boundary rider there to sort of clear that up easy. 1 run there. 2 dots here, 2 balls to go. Super close here by Sunil Rayan. Just playing with Sid here, putting it outside that 4th stump line and just hoping to get that edge, but nothing off it yet. Sid would like to get off strike here, would just like to play this over out.
Yeah.
Lays it over point and for 1. That's the end of the over. 52 for 3 after 9 overs.
So, better there from the challenges. Looks like maybe there's a few balls there that could have maybe gone for a boundary even, but just a few singles.
Shah side coming back on. For us, side's kept a interesting line where it's really slightly wider on the fifth stump side on the off stump, so the batters have to sort of reach out to play him, and he's also sort of flighting it, pushing it through. So it's not easy to play for us. He's been switching it up, you know, bowling different lengths, different speeds, always keeping the batter guessing.
Pushed away too long on there for a single. Yeah, Farah said he's bowled quite well in this Pepsi Cup so far. He looks alright. His stat is in the air and dropped. Oh, Sazi Boyan
That should
got
have.
away with it there.
That would have been a fantastic catch, but just popping out of his hands.
Yeah, the fielder at Cavite.
That was the wicket. That was the important wicket of Sazib. Sazib was going 28 and 27. Would have stopped the scoring here, but fortunate to miss out. Edge there, the shot out, cutting that off and going for more runs. Yeah, lucky chance there for Sazib again.
Yeah, it would have been a good catch once again. He was quite close in. Bounced out of his hands. There was maybe an opportunity for a second chance, but it just ended up dropping onto the ground. So no, it's taken. This partnership on 25 now, so they're going steadily off 31 balls. As the bowler chases after it into the square leg region, and they'll take the easy single here. So it's Sazi back on strike. It's the fielder to cover once again on the ground this time, but not a duck ball. Interesting field set here by the challengers. They've got 3 players at sort of the short third man, as that is a looping full ball. But Sasi Boyan not quite getting hold of it, so it's just a single. So halfway through their innings, the invitation 11, 56 for 3. Run rate slowed down a bit in the last couple of overs. Well bowled here by the challengers.
End of 10 overs.
Projected score of 112. I don't think that will be much of a problem for the United Challengers from what we've seen so far. So, the invitation 11. Have to try and push that up a bit now. They've only lost the 3 wickets. They've got a bit of a platform to push on now. This partnership going along nicely. 27 off 34.
Thanks for the feedback there, Hafsa Mohammed. We will increase the voice there a little bit. If you could just let us know if it's for Moshe or I, that would really help. We just did it, but hope it's much better. Anyway, ended 10 overs, 56 for 3. Sunil Ryan to continue. Sazib been given another chance here. Yes, it might be Sazib's day today. He'll have to get something big, and Sid Good will have to sort of get along. I guess he's playing the anchor innings for Sazib. Shot put away. Extra cover there.
This was a good shot, hit with intent. Went nicely along the ground, but Rajiv no managed there. With a nice stop. Long barrier, so he got down to it nicely.
No fumbles. Just wasn't
risking anything.
Going on the back foot there and putting away to mid-wicket. Boundary rider coming in. Just one run. The projected score 110 here. I'm guessing the Invitational 11 would like at least 130 plus here, I'm sure, from this stage onwards. They'd be happy with 130 plus.
Yeah, and well, it is doable. They've got Sazi Boyan, who's settled nicely. Sid.
Just have the card flashing up here. It's a 30-run partnership between these two and 38 balls, but they need much more of that, and they need to be striking much more if they'd like to get their team in strong position.
Nice flick. Just square leg.
Yeah, they run that one hard. I mean, they didn't really run it hard. They knew that 2 was on, went about it a bit slow, and they saw the fielder still coming in and went for the 2. If they ran that one hard, it was just an easy 2 all day long. Sid trying to clear the boundary there. I think he saw the opportunity for the slow ball, but just couldn't put it away.
Yeah, it is. There's no one really from square leg all the way to third man for the United Challengers. So getting it in that region could work nicely. But 11 overs gone, 62 for 3. Not a bad over for the Imitation 11, but I'm sure they'll be looking to score a bit more and start looking for these boundaries.
They need to start getting along here, but I think they must have given themselves an over where they're like, okay guys, so we're going to probably bat slow, try to build an innings still up until this point, and we have wickets in hand, and then we're just sort of going to explode. But will it be a little too late? Like, as I say that, Sid walks down the ground and slog sweeps him over mid-wicket for 6 runs. That's a fantastic shot by Sid.
Yeah, he's got hold of that one nicely, and they need a few more of them, but I'm sure that'll tell his confidence good. Yeah. Pushing the strike rate over 100 for himself there.
Last 5 overs, it's been 31 runs for the loss and no wicket, going along at 6.20 run rate. So it is a bit of a comeback by the Invitational 11. They were rocked by 2 unnecessary wickets caused by themselves. So but they need to sort of get along here quicker, and they know that. I'm sure both these batsmen know that.
Oh, smash down the ground over the bowler's head for 4. So that's 10 runs off 2 balls for Sid there. Aggressive intent.
Absolutely. He's taking Faraz on. He knows that Faraz can be taken on, and it's now or never in this game. Or at least maybe these 2 shots are enough for him to sort of calm down and not have that pressure of trying to hit every ball. He could probably work it away for a single, but let's see how he goes about it now. That's exactly what he does. Good batting here by Sid. Just goes on the back foot, rocks it away to mid-wicket region, and the boundary rider comes in just 1 run.
Yeah, sensible. You know, you don't have to get the boundary off every single ball, so
Absolutely.
just getting a couple and then rotating the strike is just what they need here. And now Sazi Boyan back on strike. Going aggressive as well, but caught this time by the man at cover.
Good catch there by short cover?
Yeah, short cover. Yeah. He got dropped there not that long ago, so taken well.
Taken again, yeah. And we saw the fielder waited for that, and then he jumped at the right time like a puma in the air, and just got his prey, caught that bird or fish or whatever he was going for, or she or whatever the gender is.
Yeah, so a good wicket there, important wicket for the challengers. Just saw this pair just turn it on nicely, and Sazi Boyan out for 32.
Sid just shouting out to the bench there. I think he wants Park to come on next. And clearly going for the for the kill there now. I think Invitation 11, they know they need the runs, they need the hitters to come on through. So I suppose Sid, looking good here, might anchor them all the way to 20 and then let the other batters sort of do the hitting. What do you think, Moshe? What do you think is the game plan from here on?
Yeah, I think he personally has done well in this over so far, so I'm sure he'll be confident. And now he's got a new batsman there with him. He's the one settled. He's got to be the one to take it away from here now. Irish Sharma, the new man at the crease. He just sort of just
Excuse me.
anchor the innings and play a nice support role.
Thank you.
For Sid, and he flicks it away.
Just letting our spectators know that there's a live camera here, just guiding them. Not a fault of theirs. It's a small little iPhone camera that we're streaming from, so it's easy to miss out. But thank you for obliging, spectators. Yeah, you're right, Masha. I agree with you. I think Sid is the set batsman. I think he has to show responsibility. He is the captain. It is the captain's innings today that he has to provide for his team, guide them to that total where they can defend and sort of put a fight to United Challengers. He is in Sunil's mind now, and I hope he doesn't sort of overdo it. Just takes a single, reaching out for that one, trying to make it into a full toss, put it away for a 4. Interesting tactic that by Sid, but fortunate to not just go under his bat and get stumped. But anyway, I've seen end of the over, 75 for 4.
So he'll stay on strike. Despite losing the wicket in that over, it was better than the Invitation 11. 6 and a 4, rotating the strike. So Sid now, I'm sure he's looked a bit more aggressive in the last couple of balls he's faced, so he'll look to push on. He's got those boundaries to back himself up.
That's
be a bit more confident.
Yeah, that's something it's an interesting situation this for Invitation 11, because we had Ayush play yesterday, and we kept harping on about his strike rate on the comm, saying that he's taking his own time, sort of has to get a move on. We even discussed if strike rate is overrated, and it's not the strike rate during the game, it's more about at the end of it. So we know that Ayush changed all of that in one over, and he has that ability to sort of clear the boundary, get those 4s, get those 6s, put the bad balls away. So it's interesting to see who would take that role on. You seem to think that it's Sid, and I seem to think it's Ayush. Only because Sid has the ability to sort of hit it deep as well, and he set in. Just doesn't want to give it away.
And Abbas Ali Mohammed in the chat predicting a 125 target for the United Challenge as well. The projected score currently is 125, so well calculated. And we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, 8 overs remaining.
Spot on prediction there by Abbas Ali Mohammed. Yeah, super brain computer of his gets it spot on with our super brain computer, which is 125. Ryan coming back here, tucked away to the leg side for 1. They ran the first one hard, but the fielder was quick to come on, so single only.
Yeah, and Hafsa Mohammed kind of agreeing with Abbas there, saying the score will be between 110 and 120, and he's praising the United Challengers bowling attack, saying that they are trying out new bowlers to use for sledgehammer. So he's confident that the Challengers will be the team that wins this game and gets into the final. Sid went big and just didn't get hold of it and gets caught and out. So a big wicket there.
Massive wicket this for United Challengers at CC. Just the wicket they were looking for. The set batsman Sid Good, who was just looking to get dangerous, but sees the shorter ball, but tries to put it away to the leg side, but just comes on too quickly, can't complete the shot, takes the top edge and comfortably got it shot third.
Yeah. Another big wicket for the United Challengers. I'll be happy with that.
We just got a special package here from Martin from catering, who cut us a few pineapples and got it to us. Thank you so much, Martin. Martin's been behind the bar, and he's been a gentleman serving us for almost 8 hours, 9 hours a day, whatever we need, always, even predicting what I'd like. I was walking over to the fridge once and he started getting me a Coke Zero, and, a Pepsi Zero, and I was like, wait, Martin, I don't want that this time. But I did like that. He remembers what my usual order is. So, thank you, Martin. Appreciate that. Yeah. Path coming in here now, just as Sid wanted. Coming back to Hafsa Mohammad's comment, I wouldn't be that quick to sort of say that United Challengers CC will win this game. There is a little bit of batting yet to come. Path can clear the rope, Ayush can clear the rope, and as we saw from United Challengers yesterday, one bad over from this team and the score went to a place where it shouldn't have. But today I think they have it well under rope. Santosh not playing that game, if I remember correctly. Santosh, Shankaraj. That was the expensive over from yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to try new bowlers. I would bowl, the bowlers bowling right now. Stick to your gun bowlers, get the job done, win the game, and then you could think about experimenting, or even see maybe towards the last over if the score is far too out of reach, and then maybe.
Yeah, but they are not in a comfortable enough position to be experimenting right now. They can maybe think about trying out some new bowlers in the nets before the final, if they do make it there. I think a semi-final in this position isn't the time to be experimenting.
Not at all, Moshe. I completely agree with you. It's a final qualifier game. It's an important match. You want your best bowlers, your best performance to be out there delivering for you. Nets is the place, as you rightfully said, to try out new bowlers, or at least see how they are, but not the match. White ball there, by Sunil.
So, couple extras. This over just going on for a bit longer than they would have liked to. And it's another one down the leg side.
3 runs is for Invitation 11. Mohammad Rafiuddin, wish you all the best. Challenges. UC team. In the chat. I'm sure the United Challengers team will appreciate that. Mohammad Rafiuddin.
Yeah, so my support for them in the chat. They have got a few supporters here too, though, today. Just standing around the ground.
End of the over, 81 for 5 after 13. So, another 7 overs left here, Moshe. Projected score at 125, the way the Invitation 11 are going about things.
Yeah, so when it was on 110, you said they should be aiming into the sort of 130 region. So just under that now. I'm sure they'll look to pick up the run rate in the coming overs. But just keeping it going, getting a couple of boundaries is what they'll want to do here.
Yeah, United Challengers CC had an opportunity yesterday to sort of finish the Invitation 11 below 100, but they missed out because of that one big over. So today it's 81 for 5 and 13. So of course you think Invitation 11 will comfortably cross the 100 mark and get to 120, but I'm sure they're looking for about 130, 135 minimum.
Big appeal. He's out. BW after a wide down the leg side.
Yeah, look, Plum in front of the stumps there, Path putting his leg in front of the line of the ball and line of the stumps, and then sweeping and completely missing it straight in front of the wickets. Richard Eames took his from Luxembourg. Say that again, because if you've been getting the streams, you know why. Didn't trigger finger it, took his time and give it out. I think it was the right decision.
Yeah, it looked quite good from here, and Invitation 11 losing wicket quite quickly here now. they could do with a partnership. They need to steady it a bit.
Pradeep coming in next. Pradeep's also been here for quite a while in the Czech Republic, been playing a lot. Also an umpire, plays for the Barbarians. He can hit the ball. He also strikes hard, but it really depends on whether he's in form and if he can click on it today, because they need to make a decent total here, which they can sort of defend.
So Pradeep will be facing his first ball now. Oh, and he just
Stepped away. Just seeing some more activity in the chat. Hafsa Mohammed saying Assalamu alaikum to Rafi Bhaiya and Big B. And I have my big man Shashank Rajaram throwing me some love here. Appreciate it, Raja. Always love to see fellow friends and homies in the chat.
in the air.
In the air. Just shout at the fielder there.
So I'll take the single. It's a tough position for the Invitational Level now. They've lost a couple of wickets. The score not quite where they would like it to be. So the pressure is on the batsman. That is
Moon ball that completely misjudged by Ayush, and that's a dot. he, he must be upset at himself, that Mosh.
yeah, he's
Put that into the
slow looping
put that in the golf course.
full toss down the leg side.
Doesn't even get a wide for it. Another moon ball. Just put away to mid long on there.
I'd say opportunities missed there to get some boundaries, to get the score up.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting tactic, because even Sledgehammer have done this, where they have, I think it's Praveen who's the spinner amongst the Mohanty brothers, and he sort of tosses it up, and he even begins the innings. So they know that batters are sort of falling for, the eyes widen up, and then they walk down and they just miss the length, it dips and wicket. But we haven't seen too many of those dismissals. We've seen more catches or miss hits.
Yeah, I mean, the batsmen in general in the Pepsi Cup here have struggled with the slower bowling, and it's not a bad tactic.
Abbas Ali Mohammed here in the chat saying it's a really good position for UC. Very hard for Invitational 11. Couldn't agree with you more, Abbas. I think United Challengers CC are doing a fantastic job in the field and with the ball, completely clamping down the batters here, not giving them too many runs, not giving them any opportunities to even hit, and no sloppy fielding. It's really good stuff by them.
Yeah, the Invitational 11 need a big over.
Oh, that could have been an LBW, but just got bad on it at the last second. Keeper throws his glove and runs for it. Square leg, looking for the second, but just sent back by Pradeep. Gives him the big finger there.
Yeah,
Not the middle finger, but all the five.
He wanted the second there.
Yeah, he definitely wanted the second. And it was on, but I guess another risky run. So let's see what Pradeep does here. Just faced 3 balls, just got a single off, taking leg stump guard there. Yeah, Phil G in the comments just saying UC have the batter spin down, top bowling here. Couldn't agree more with you, Phil. Fantastic stuff here by United Challengers CC. Very close to the edge there from Pradeep. Nothing short, just trying to get bat on ball there. Could have actually got bat and been out, but fortunate enough not to edge it. Dabbed away to point. could have been a run, but Ayush didn't take a start and just missed out on it. That fumble at the field, they could have given them a run. We have Ben here on comms. Welcome, Ben. I haven't casted with you in a while. How have you been? What's been up?
Good. Doing some social media here. You can check that out. Pepsi Cup Prague.
Yeah, the covers, but not out there. Quick run there in the covers, Ben. Invitation 11 trying to get along now.
86 for 6. They still have to get the score and get some boundaries here potentially if they want to get a good score.
Yeah, they need to do a lot. They need to be hitting much more here, trying to get more runs here if they even want to get to 120 at this point. Projected score falling under 121.17. Run rate dipped below 6, coming down to 5.86.
And we have seen United challengers quite a bit, and we know that they can bat and definitely scoring more than that.
Abbas Ali Mohammed in chat saying UC done good in the previous match after failing top order. Just Ayush Sharma working that away to mid-wicket for the single. Yeah, absolutely right, Abbas. UC did have a bit of a collapse there. But as I've always said this, Talha, Rishi, and I'm forgetting the other person's name in the middle order. Apologies for that. But Talha and that other batter have really sort of come back for them in the middle, like in the middle stages of the game. White ball there by Sunil Rayan. So yes, you're right. The top order have to come good for United Challengers CC.
End over there. Sunil Rayan.
That's the end of the over. 88 for 6 after 15 overs. What would be your approach now, Ben, if you were out there in the middle and you sort of were one of the Invitational 11 batters? What would be the conversation between you and your fellow partner?
Just look for the gaps in the field, but obviously the bowlers will just be bowling, so it will be hard to get those gaps. So just run quick, run hard, and change strike constantly.
Just overheard Sid there, sort of getting a rally cry out to the batters. Let's go, guys, let's get it going. And I think that's the right call there by Sid. It's always been the 15th over mark where they sort of bring the rally cry out. So it's like a very planned sort of strategy that we see where we get to by the 15th over and then we sort of go berserk. Do you agree with that strategy, Ben?
Yeah. We've seen some. Yeah, I do. We've seen some great support here at the Pepsi Cup. You may not hear it on the live stream, but it really is brilliant.
Just
keep running for that one. Just a single.
just edge there. Go to single. Close to mid-wicket.
Shouts.
Upfield for LBW, yeah. Just think a bit too high and maybe down leg sometime.
Definitely.
Yeah, Phil just in the comments saying it's been a while since, it's been a few overs since the last boundary, and I think you're correct, Phil. We haven't seen one, I think, since Sid 6, I can't even remember anymore when was the last 4. Yeah, I think ever since that big over against Sunil Rayan, I think it's been quite, or sorry, it was Faraz side who went for a big over, I think, if I remember correctly.
60 boundaries, that's been last week.
Because Sunil Rance finished his spell. He's 4 and 19, so he's bowled a good one. Oh, just getting out of his ground there and just having the good, a good stretch to put his legs back into his crease and not out there for the stumping.
Good movement by the keeper though.
Absolutely, Ben. I was just going to say, you just read my mind. I was just going to praise Tariq on his work behind the stumps today. He's just been fantastic for his team. Any young keepers watching out there, or any keepers watching out there, definitely Tariq's just been exemplary behind the stumps and one to look out for.
Definitely, I think he has a run out and a stumping as well in this game.
Correct and correct. Sid just prompting to his batters there, one of you go for it. Yeah, I think that has to be the call here now if they want to get anywhere above 120. I think 120 might not be such a bad score, isn't it?
No, not from the position they're in right now.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, if they do have the bowlers to back them, and if they do take their catches today, they could just defend the score.
They would need 10 runs and over to get 120. It's still quite a challenge.
Agreed. It's not easy. It's about getting that 1-4 or 1-6 of the over. I think if the batters can sort of think about it that way, if we can target the first 2 balls of the over and the last 2 balls of the over, to look for the 4 to the 6.
Yeah.
Just shy of the shot called Matfield, not to catch that. Abbas Ali Mohammed in the chat saying it'll be 120 target for United Challengers CC. Well, at the moment it looks like it could be even less. Abbas Ali.
It's not looking good.
Just left outside off there, dot ball this. They cannot afford to leave these balls. They have to get bat on ball. They need to take runs. They have to go for it. Deep signaling to the dugout that he needs a new bat. Cracked away to extra cover, but no threat here for United Challengers CC. Just a single, and they don't mind if Invitational have to leave the singles the whole day from this point onwards.
Yeah, definitely. That's not too bad. Singles as the bowling side here. This position. It's in the
Chip
air.
in the air, just behind shot out bank. Will it run away down the slope of 4?
It does.
It does. Raghavas is running 4 runs there. So, just to answer Phil's question, this is that first boundary which has come after quite a long time, Phil. I'm sure it's much needed. 4 runs short of 100 here for the Invitational 11. I'm sure that would just bring a little bit of a psychological... They'll settle them a little bit.
Yeah.
Seeing the 3-figure mark. Abbas Ali Mohammed just asking us any predictions for target projected. What are your takes on it? It says 115 here, but then what do you think?
I think the Invitational could push on maybe a little higher if they keep on getting those boundaries. Definitely, I think.
Agreed with you, 100%. I think there is a world where they could do a 140 here. Again, left alone outside the off stump. Just not the intent Invitational 11 are looking for, but the dot ball and end of the over. 97 for 6 at the end of 17. Just looks a bit. Just looked out of depth here. Sorts here, Invitational 11. Just can't make anything happen here from the bowling that's been bowled by the United Challengers CC. Just really tight length, tight line, good fielding. It's not giving away much.
Yeah.
Mohammed Rafiuddin says it will be 112 target for UC, and that's very close to the projected score. Mohammed Rafiuddin, again, quick maths on you. 114, just 2 runs short of the computer projection.
Oh, big shout. Again, great movement from the keeper.
Fantastic work by Tariq behind the stumps. Just missing out on another stumping there. Pradeep doing well to sort of make his ground. Looks difficult here for Invitational 11 to even sort of get bat on ball. Very exact prediction coming out of here from Hafsa. 1-1-1-3-3 for 7. Ben, any truth in that? I can see your face grinning.
That's a little too much.
Yeah,
a little optimistic, that one. But around the 120 mark, I'd say. Maybe a little more. Oh, it's in the air. Caught!
Easy catch there for the bowler. Really nice. Pradeep moving away from the stumps, trying to give himself some width, but just ball moving away from him, so he has to reach out and getting the edge. And it's an easy catch for the bowler there. Pradeep looking for the shot, looking for the 4 runs, but it's just not happening there for him, and he has to go back. So another wicket here for Invitational 11, 97 for 7, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Just reflected on the score ticker here. Yeah, projected score 1-1-1 now.
Rajiv Gamaj has good economy here. Got 2 wickets already. 3.3 overs bowled, 9 runs. Really good bowling.
Exceptional bowling from
Again.
Rajiv. And I mean, Ben, I know you've been active on our socials, and you've been updating and giving us all this great content that's coming out of Pepsi Cup 2022. So do give us a follow, like, and subscribe on across Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Instagram as well. Sorry for forgetting that one. But yeah, Ben, you of course know that Rajiv's been in the mix pretty much every game now that he's played, right?
Yeah, won 2 Player of the MASH awards. Really doing well in the cup here.
In the tournament, yeah. Abbas Ali Mohammed asking after a bit of a laugh there, even can you predict the overs, Hafsa? And Hafsa saying, let's see. So interesting stuff going on here. Good chat and good activity in the chat here by Hafsa, Mohammed, and Abbas Ali, and of course Mohammed Rafu. Phil G as well, always here moderating for us.
Good running there.
2 by Javed Iqbal, the new batter. Where do you think Javed can target for shots here, Ben? What do you think the areas are where? Oh, he hits one right up.
Big shot.
That's a bobbin for 6.
Massive.
Massive one, man.
Yeah.
And it's 105 for 7 at the end of the 18th over, so that's 6, giving a lot of relief for the Invitational 11. They would really need more of those to sort of get closer to the 120 mark that we've sort of been trying to create as a good total for the Invitational 11, despite knowing that they might be well short of that. Of I don't know, a decent total would be 150, I think. But 130 would be fine.
150 is very, very optimistic right now. But yeah, 100, 120, maybe if you just get a lot of those great shots like Javed just hit.
Absolutely.
You could hit the 130 as well. That would be good from this position, I think.
Yeah, I think United Challengers CC just want to be a bit careful here that they don't sort of give away too many runs in the last 12 balls of their first innings here. They did have that one bad over which sort of took the game away from them, Ben, and I'm sure they've spoken about that amongst themselves, and they're like, guys, we need to be careful about this again.
Oh, he's
swiped
gone big
away. Could be a catch and taken. Goes down his throat, easy and comfortably taken at the deep there. Big catch. That's the end of Ayush Sharma. The intent was right to get that 6 or the 4, but then just falls short. Good catch, really good catch there.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the scoreboard. ticker to update so we can just tell you who got that lovely catch in the deep. But yeah, the next batter looking. Sure, Aditya, if I can recognize him right from here. Yeah, it is Aditya, the new batsman who's come in, but that was caught in the deep by Nasir Mohammed, the opening bowler.
Off the first ball, the over.
Yep.
Nice start.
Lovely start that.
For him.
Good start of the last 12 balls for United CC challengers here. Wicket. Phil G coming in the chat saying Invitation 11 need to scrap their way to 120, 130 to give their bowlers something reasonable to defend.
Definitely.
Definitely, Phil. Definitely.
It is going to be hard to defend. Even a score of 120 to 130, I think.
Spot on there, Ben. I think 120 is super hard to defend. You need a fantastic bowling performance from your top bowlers, giving you like, wickets in the power play, and at least 2-3 of them to sort of have that command over the game. If you have 120 that you're defending, because runs come and go very easily in T20 cricket. And if you're bowling wides and not bowling to your field, then it just makes it harder to defend that target.
Still need a lot of runs to get to the 120 mark. 14 runs to get 120.
Gun throw there by Nasir, right into one bounce into the keeper's hand there. I think that's Denzel who's on the keeping duties, and Tariq has sort of come into the outfield, because I do recognize the helmet of Denzel. So the bright orange Sunrisers sort of helmet. Sunrisers Hyderabad, of course, the team I'm referencing from the IPL.
What do you think about the colour of the helmet?
Oh,
slipped!
Is that 4 runs?
Oh, it's gone. Is it? Yes, it has. That's unfortunate in the field there.
Unlucky there for the fielder. Just gets a slip. Trying to go for the potential catch, diving catch there. But the ball just falls short of his face, I'd even say, and bounces over for the 4.
Yeah.
So unlucky there for the fielder at short third. But welcome 4 for Invitation 11.
Yeah.
That's what they were looking for, I suppose.
Just 9 runs away from the 120 now.
Yep. White ball.
Oh.
Free run there.
Down the leg side.
Siddiqui Mohammed has given away 7 runs but taken a wicket here, so he wouldn't be feeling too bad. But I'd say at this point, the runs matter more than the wicket,
Yeah, definitely.
Just want to clamp down on any of those extra runs, make it easy. Oh, that's another
They're going
there.
for 2.
Oh, it just bounces up.
To misfield, they can get
Short
3.
run there, signaled by Richard Eames.
Oh,
So
short
definitely
run.
just getting 2 runs off this ball.
Well spotted.
No. Invitation 11 will be reeling with themselves. They should have been 115, but that short run costing them 1 run. Just get 2 off that delivery. So the end of the 18th over 19th, and it's 114 for 8. Last over coming up.
So 120 is looking quite good here.
Just about doable.
Yeah, 6 runs away.
Yep.
With 1 over left, should be getting up.
Ben, it's sort of when you're in these positions and you're like you could say you're well into the lower order. It's sort of hard to get runs if you're not naturally like batting quite a bit. Even in the last over, they got 6 runs. It's a pleasure feeling for you when you're out there. So we could be sitting here saying, oh, 6 runs, 120, but they could be feeling 6 runs, 120. So there is that. Do you agree with me? Do you think?
Yeah, that's a good point. It is much harder when you're out there on the spot. Pressure's on. You're just sitting. You don't feel any pressure. You just think 6 runs should be easy enough from an over. But with pressure on. Nice catch here.
By Sandeep. Not featuring in this game, but being there for his team. being the 12th man, I think. Yeah, it's also Talha on the final ball, and that's just chipped up, and that should be taken. Comfortably taken, really good catch. Wicket of the first ball. And more importantly, that's another dot ball.
Yeah. So 120 is looking harder now.
Yeah, it's just exactly what we just spoke about, Ben. You know, trying to manufacture the big shots is probably not the best way to go about it. Take those ones and twos, you know. It still runs on the board. You don't lose anything, but giving a dot ball away, throwing your wicket is just not the right approach here, in my opinion, for Invitation 11. I mean, it's a little too late to do much, but the little 5 balls they have, they would be looking to get at least a boundary and 2 runs to get to that 120 mark.
Definitely.
It could even be that they take 5 runs off the next 5 balls and they get to 119, which is still psychologically 120 to score. So in some sense, they could get to the 120 mark. Not exactly, but there. Kind of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's definitely Denzel behind the stumps. I'm not sure when the switch happened, folks. So apologies if I had credited a wicket at Tariq when it must have gone to Denzel. We were not informed of that switch, or at least we at the streamers weren't informed. No worries there. Denzel has been pretty good for the United Challengers CC with the batting. He opened the batting yesterday, I think, and he scored a fantastic innings. I'm not sure what the figures were, but he really looked good and looked blazing and good to go. I'm sure he might come out to open the bat again. Second ball coming up, yeah. Tapped away for a single point.
Again, at least some runs and not some other dots, unfortunately.
Fielder squatting here, the third man just waking up. Keeper telling him, "What are you doing? Get up."
That's a dot.
I think that sums up the match basically. I mean, all of his first innings, and that attitude of him being casual. It's just it's the United Challengers have just had no challenge from the Invitation 11. They've just not had any fight here. They've just had such a clamp on the game that it's just they've controlled everything.
Oh, straight down the pitch.
Ground, yeah. Should look for 2 here, but that's a run out. If they do, he takes on the arm and not out given there by the Chileans. Just making his ground there.
Good run.
Yeah, good run. I mean, at this point they had to go for that.
Yeah.
But it's also something strange which we haven't been tracking. But it's 1 wicket left, so maybe not also because they could have then not put on those more runs. So tricky position to be in, Invitation 11. Can't lose a wicket but need the runs. So desperate times calls for measured.
Yeah.
Hafsa retracting a message there. Wonder what you said there, Hafsa. Sure, it was another prediction that you're probably getting wrong because Invitation 11 not exceeding expectations, maybe.
Another dot ball. Not good.
Finally, a bad ball here, but just about the shot. Fine.
Going for 2. Easy 2 runs.
Kira here coming in like a little spy saying United Challengers had no challenge from Invitation 11 in double quotes is what Hafsa must have said. I will believe Hafsa Mohammed and I will not assume that that's what they said, Kira. But thanks for that.
That's innings over.
That's innings over. 2 runs of the last ball. So they do end up at 119 for 9 after 20 overs. So the score being 120 to chase. So
kind of right.
Yeah, something.
So yeah. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Hafsa Mohammed saying relax. Yeah, but it's all fun and games. Where no problem there. Upside, you can retract any message you like. We believe you. You've been one of the most active members in the chat, so no stress. Don't worry about that. We were just curious to see why you retracted it. But anyway, end of the first innings here. Moshe Invitational 11 on 119 for 9 at the end of 20 overs. Not fortunately didn't get all out on that run out throw there, and sort of gave them a score of 120 to chase. What do you think of this innings? What do you think of the performance?
Yeah, well, we can see Kira there in the chat saying that United Challengers had no challenge from the Invitation 11. There were moments where the Invitation 11 batsmen looked good and were scoring nicely, and it looked like we were going to have a fairly high score, but overall, most of the innings, I must agree, the Challengers in control, and they would be my favourites now, probably to win the semi-final and be in that grand final later on today. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Moshe. It has been a United Challengers CC morning all the way through 20 overs. They've just had that control on the game. Of course, there was a little partnership between Sid Good and Sazid Bhuyan, which was interesting. Sorry, you sort of get distracted, but Richard Eames, Raghav, and the third umpire Peter having a chat with Arshad Hayat and Sid Good. I wonder if it's I wonder if this is about that dissent about Arshad Hayat's appeal on the run out. I think Richard just laying down the law and just letting them know who's the boss here.
He wasn't happy with the decision. Just discussions about some technical issues. Mohammed in the chat saying the target will be 118 for the United Challengers. Well, no, the target is actually 120. The innings is over now.
Yeah, Samir Mohammed saying go UC, lots of support from Narsampet, Warangal, Telangana, India, and the pin code. Thanks for that specificity, Samir. We'll let the UC guys know where exactly you're supporting from. Really helps us out here. But yeah, just to sum this up and so Moshe and I can just have a bit of a drink and eat. It was a Sid Good and Sazib partnership, but then just after that, nothing really much came about it. 10 extras, which sort of helped Invitation 11 get to even 119, I'd say. Otherwise, they would have just been 109.
Yeah, they
Pick of the bowlers being Talha Rishi, and I think Gamage again. Actually, many of them. Sunil Rana, Rajiv Gamage.
yeah, they struggled, and we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Gamage there with 2 wickets, searching for that third Player of the Match award.
Yeah, he's definitely in contention in this game, so it depends if Tala or Rajiv sort of get a bat on, and definitely they go on. But we'll just come back right away, folks, in about 15 to 20 minutes. It's 119 for 9 after 20 overs, Invitation 11. Just so if you're joining us now, welcome to Pepsi Cup 2022. This is the semi-finals, or you can say the second versus third game, the final qualifier to see who plays Sledgehammers in the final. We have 2 more lovely games coming up, and we have an interesting second half coming up of this first game between United Challengers CC versus Invitational 11. So do come back with us in 10-15 minutes with me and Moshe, or me and Phil, or me and Ben, or any permutation combination of commentators, and we'll all rock the mic. So see you quite soon. I'll be right back.
Yeah, see you for the second innings.
And we're back here, folks. Welcome back to the first game here at Pepsi Cup 2022. Finals day, day 3. First game between United Challengers CC versus Invitational 11. United Challengers CC won the toss and elected to bowl. Restricted Invitational 11 for 9 overs. It's a chase now. It's definitely dense and actually coming up back here. Welcome back.
Yeah, hello. Should be an interesting chase. Now a tough task up ahead for the invitational bowlers. They'll need to be up to it in the field as well.
Yeah, Dense is taking strike here, and I think Talarishi strikers end. Yeah, it's a left-hand, right-hand combination here, so I think it's a good way to go forward for United Challengers CC. Keep the field on their toes, keep the fielders on their toes, keep them moving, and get them settled. Sid coach is setting the field up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Grant, put an updated scorecard here.
So
Why run rate being 6 here, Mosh? Easy, that's easy.
yeah, a good power play for the challengers could really do it. If they score some early runs, put pressure on the bowlers, but could work the other way as well.
First shot up in the air, could be taken. Piyush,
Oh, it's
tough chance that gets his hands on it, puts that full effort dive. Bails are off, but no, Bale definitely in a squeeze. But that's the wicket they needed. Those are the chances you have to take if you want to win games like this, Mosha.
yeah, it was in the air for a long time, but field had to cover a lot of ground to get there, so it wasn't easy.
Not easy in any sense, but fantastic effort there by Piyush, who was at mid-on.
So 1 run to start them off. As you mentioned, the required run rate of 6, so they need 119 off 119 balls. Just singles, keep it going.
I run a ball here basically for United Challengers CC. Just need 6 off the over.
Try to
you know, it's all in the bowlers here for Invitation 11. If they put one bad ball, they're getting away for 4, and then there's just easy singles. There's not much to do, not much risk to be taken. So it's about the dot balls here. Javed Iqbal starting proceedings. Second ball here, slightly full.
they'll take the single.
Yeah, take the long bit off.
So
That would have been a first ball wicket there, and it would have just put a fire in the bellies for Invitational 11, just missing out on that. But great effort there by Piyush once again, covering a lot of ground and putting in the dive and just popping out of his hands. Would have been a contender for catch the Dolphin, you'd say. If he had got that one, maybe not.
Yeah, potentially, but I think we've seen some good ones.
Lovely effort there by Javed, feeling
Committed.
right of his own bowling. And you can see the intent from Denzel. He's looking to attack. He's just looking to get on top of the bowler, not letting the bowler just sort of dictate downs to him. He sort of let the bowler know that I'm in charge and I'm here to play my shots, and I don't really care what your plans are, but I'm gonna take this game away from you right from the beginning.
Oh, and another dot. So after 4 balls here, 2 runs for the challenges. It's what we want to see really here as viewers. You know, we want a couple runs scored, but some dot balls to create a bit of tension, make the game last, and have a bit of excitement, hopefully.
exciting semi-final final qualifier game here. We need the invitation to show their best bowling efforts here, their best bowling figures, their best bowling performance of this tournament. We sort of have some say in getting close to getting into the finals, but it looks hard for me. They've already
Giving away an extra
3
there.
runs, yeah, with an extra, or Denzel just plugging out, asking for another bat.
You
I don't think Richard Eames will be happy with this. Like, why is this not happening at the end of the over, guys?
yeah. The United Challengers gave away 10 extras, and the Invitation 11 will want it to be a lot lower than that.
Sorry, Moshe, I'm just looking at this and the umpires coming together, and I'm sure they'll have a word with the batter saying, guys, let's keep it clean here and not have these breaks.
So, got a bit cloudy here at Vinor now. Wind picking up, yeah.
Definitely. It's a beautiful day here out here in Vinor. Cloudy with a bit of blue skies. Perfect cricket playing conditions. But if you were with us on 82 of the stream, that's a good shot for LBW, and that's given. Javed Iqbal strikes in the first over. Drop catch. Doesn't matter. I get the LBW. Denzel Lewis changes his bat, but the bat does not come into play, and he's LBW sent back to the pavilion with his new bat.
Nice way to well, I was going to say end off the over, but there was a wide, so there is still one more ball to come. So a wicket that could have come in the first ball of the innings comes now, and I'm sure the Invitation 11 will be happy with that. It'll put a bit of pressure. But it doesn't get easier for them as Rajiv Gamaj makes his way to the middle. Of course, 2 Man of the Match awards for him so far here in the tournament. He's done well with bat and ball. He bowled nicely in the first innings, got a couple of wickets. He's scored 84 runs here in a couple of games with a strike rate of 142. So he knows how to score. He knows how to score quick, with his highest score being 42. And he'll face this final ball of the over, push it off nicely to mid-on for a single.
Ended the over there, 4 for 1. So good over there by Javed just to get that wicket. Philji just whispering into my ear that his binoculars that he had a slight look on Richard's face and he was not happy with that bad change in the first over without even asking him. I think what might have hurt him more than the change of bat is that the way it was done, the fashion of it wasn't right. I mean, the umpires are officiating the game. They are there to make sure that things are done in the right spirit, conducted in the right way. And I think it's just about asking. I'm not sure. Can I change my bat, umpire? My bat's broken. And I'm sure Richard Eames is a fairly sensible man.
Yeah.
Allow for that to happen.
And,
If he sees that it's a bat that you cannot play with, it's a risk. You change the bat.
Yeah, and I must say
asking.
he's been very professional.
Absolutely. He's been
All the umpires have been
terrific
professional
for
in
this
the
whole Pepsi Cup 2022.
yeah.
Pete Vinson, Peter DeBoat, Raghava,
And organizer Carol
of course Karel as well. Raghava
umpired a
Lupa,
bit.
Furat's teaming in here and that's put away for 4.
Nice shot it
Cannot
was.
stay down the leg side and not get hit for 4 here. 2 quality bats here. Rajiv smashing that away.
Yeah, so showing his quality. there. He just can't be bowling it there right now. The Invitation 11 need dot balls, and as soon as that required run rate dips below 6, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mosh. They need to be dealing in dot balls, and that's not a dot ball. But anyway, coming back, just a big thank you to the umpires officiating, Trail Ziegler as well.
A bit more like it, and an appeal for LBW there.
Yeah, just looked pretty straight. So they've just been doing a fantastic job, super professional, super on point, making sure the game has been moving quick, always communicating well, and getting the job done for us. So it would be super hard without them. So much thank you to the scorers as well and the umpires for doing fabulous work in this Pepsi Cup.
And of course,
I'm getting a quick "you're welcome" from Peter Debo. He's just waiting for me to finish my rant there. It's up in the air, should be taken. Just above Sazid, Vinor there.
a big thank you to Kay, the Two Brothers Restaurant, who have been providing the food here.
Moshe with the most important thank you, I'd say, of the day.
Because
Low tournament, only in our lives, and it's like, yeah, Kay, Two Brothers, it's just delivering every meal.
yeah.
Mosh, what's been your favorite meal, Mosh? We haven't talked about the food here, right?
I,
It's all been run rate and who's gonna win and striking hard.
yeah, I like the buttered chicken on day one
You
here.
like the butter chicken?
Yeah,
I did. You
and,
did in seconds. Did you? Or you took a big portion?
I took well, I guess you could call it a double portion,
Double portion,
straight off.
Yeah, not even waiting to not just straight away going for the attack. I think your intent is what the Invitation 11 batters should have had.
Yeah.
Taking the doubles, don't wait for it, just take it. Yeah, but I think I enjoyed the paneer yesterday. It was a paneer jalfrezi. It was a mixed paneer, right? But I even liked the first day paneer, the peas and paneer. For our viewers who are not sure what paneer is, that's cottage cheese, and yeah, it's fantastic. My mouth's watering as I start talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm
and,
ready for lunch already. Can we just skip the innings, please? Get
food will be here after this game.
Farad steaming in here, just like the steaming rice after this innings. Just missing the edge of the bat there. Phil G coming with that hashtag food talk time. You know it. I think we can make it a food talk time for the next half an hour here if there's nothing exciting. We'll be fine with that.
Food eat time after this innings,
True.
which we are. Everyone here is looking forward to, I'm sure.
Yep. It's gonna be the last day of the K2 brothers catering for us at day 3 here, and just gonna be thinking about all those meals in the afternoon which just magically appear out of nowhere, and we just get to eat it. Oh, played away to the leg side. Tala looks for the run there, not rifled in. Not a good pickup there by Sazid. Just having some more. I love the chat activity in the chat here today. It's just really exciting that people are watching this game and sort of consistently with us. We have Sandhu Chamara saying Raju with a heart. Yeah, we have a Gamage fan here. Moshe.
Yeah, there's been a few on the social media as well, showing him
Love.
and support. Yeah, for his 2 Player of the Match awards.
It's the end of the over. 10 for 1 after 2 overs. 9 challenges. CC requiring 110 in 108 balls.
But,
Hafsa Mohammed again in the chat here. Invitational level as UC bowling lineup too good. Hafsa, if just let me know if I understood your comment correctly. Are you saying that Invitational 11 have a decently bowling lineup, just like United Challenger CC? Or are you saying that the bowling lineup of United Challenger CC was way too good for Invitational level? Just correct us in the chat. Just let us know if you've understood your comment correctly. We'd love to respond to that. Javed Iqbal coming in from the shadow and just getting past the edge there.
he had a big swipe at it. It's not been a bad start for the Invitation 11 here. If I remember correctly, after 2 overs they were on sort of a similar score. 11 I think it was. So if they can keep this going, keep the batsmen quiet in the run in the power play, especially.
Yeah, I mean, if they do keep them quiet in this few more overs in the power play phase, catch just above the bowler's head, straight to the fielder at long on, putting down the long barrier, making sure no runs get leaked over there. We just got a heart from Hafsa Mohammed, so I think what the comment meant was that the bowling lineup is sort of up to par with United CC, but we'll see if that's true. Just want to say hi to another big a childhood friend of mine and a big time homie, Srijan Chuk. Thank you, Srijan, for the compliments. Love when your friends are sort of watching and that's a dead ball. I was just pulling out at the last second. Just not happy with the run up. Yeah, but I love it when friends and family and people are just sort of here and supporting and cheering me on. Thank you, Srijan, and also I'm sure Masha also appreciates the compliment. Masha's been doing a fantastic job with me on the comms here. Also bringing us the social media for Pepsi Cup 2022. Lovely shot this on the leg side and deadly fielding here by Sid Good, just putting in that foot in and blocking maybe potentially 4 runs or maybe 3 runs because it could have slowed down.
Yeah, but it was powerfully hit down the ground.
Sorry, Mosh. I just saw the chat there. What's your favorite curry, Venki? Just to ask you, Phil, do you mean from the 2 days that we've been served curries, or just an overall take on which curry I like? Javed steaming in here again. I really like Javed's run up. What do you think?
Yeah, he sort of swings his arms around, but he gets a nice rhythm going.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. Right? There is a lot of that hand movement, but it's just when he starts coming up, you can see him getting in that rhythm. It's a beautiful. It's nice to watch though when a fast bowler has a nice run up, and he's charging in. It's a tough question, Phil G. If you ask my college mates, Shashank was up there in the chat. They'd say it's between chickpeas curry, that's what we call chana masala, and egg curry, which is anda masala. Me being the vegetarian and a lot of my friends being non-vegetarians around me, we'd always go out to eat, and I'd be the one guy getting. All right, guys, I'll probably be sitting in my lonely vegetarian corner there, and you guys can sort of pick out on whatever you want. So I'd get the chana or the egg and sort of chime in with them. So yeah, I'd go to those two, Phil. Javed coming in with his lovely run up there. Oh, full delivery! Richard looked like he was about to move his fingers, but
just going down leg probably there.
Yeah, possibly. It just looked like it was a full delivery hit in front of stump, so I thought maybe could have been out.
Yeah, but it's a dot ball nonetheless, and they'll be happy with that.
And that's the end of the over as well, Mosh. 13 for 1 after 3.
Yeah.
Good start, that. You were right. Invitational 11 sort of understanding what the job is required from them and sort of delivering.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to save 2 overs of Javed and Farhad, or do you think they're going to bowl them out? What's your thoughts on that? Because definitely Farhad is a death bowler who does take on the 18th and 20th over of the game. So, but do you think at this point the strategy is to bowl your best bowlers, get lovely 8 overs in, clamp them down, and sort of then see how it goes? Try to get those wickets.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, and the captain will have to think about that. You could either put pressure early on the batting team and force them to go big later on, or save your best bowlers to the end. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
What Sid does, absolutely, I agree with you. It's a tricky one for Invitational 11.
Oh.
When fishing there, keeper looking for that stumping. Was it? I'm always confused in that situation, Marshall. Just correct me. Would that have been a stumping or a run-out?
Thrown onto the stumps from the wicketkeeper.
Stumping, right?
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if the batsman.
Peter, could you come in
crossed.
on this? Would that have been a stumping or a run-out?
No, but the stumping needs to happen the stumping needs to happen in the moment of batsman throwing the play shot.
Immediately after.
Immediately after.
So if there's a bit of a delay.
If he passed out or he doesn't play so, and he then walks out, then he proceeds with the run out.
Perfect.
That's
so,
no longer stumping.
Copy. So Richard just confirming that with waiting for the oh, that could be an LBW, and Raghava doesn't hesitate, gives it perfectly on. I just wonder, Mosh, if it pitched in the line of the stumps. That's the only doubt I have. But from the angle here, it looked like he was plumb, going to hit middle and leg, and that's given.
Yeah, well bowled. And just before that ball came in, Hafsa Mohammed said they just have to stand at the wicket and no need to take risks. Well, another wicket, and good start here from the Invitation 11.
Absolutely, Invitation 11 just understanding what the job is. They have to take wickets and they have to score, stop the runs, and that's exactly what they're doing. Tala Rishi gone early, and I'm sure that gives a bit of positivity to the Invitation 11s. That sort of fires them up. 2 wickets down here, and of course, just to finish what Peter was just telling us, that if it's not happened right after the batter has played the shot, then and if there is a bit of a delay, it is a run out and not considered a stumping. So that would have been a run out and not a stumping. So thank you, Peter, for the clarity given to us. Much appreciated. But Invitation 11 back into this game, Mosh.
Yeah, and if they can get a few more wickets, few more duck balls, that required run rate just goes up, and it just gets a bit tougher for the challengers.
Yeah, the challengers are still not. I wouldn't say to be worried. I mean, the Invitation 11 did lose 2 wickets as well, and they sort of put on that partnership between Sazib and Sid that sort of steadied the ship. But I mean, it's still, they require 6.48. They're going at 3.71. So just a bit of just a steady partnership here, and I'm sure that'll change soon. So if you haven't heard that already on our mics, the wind is picking up here in Vinor on Scott Page Field, and it's expected to pick up in the afternoon. We were informed about that. Farad coming in on a deadly ball, straight on the stumps, defended well. Yeah, I don't know if you're picking it up on the camera, but there's a lot of things flying through the air, and that's like how quick the wind is blowing here.
W. Rash supporting the United Challengers in the chat there. So well bowled by Abul Farad so far in this over, on track for a potential wicket maiden. Oh, it's gone through the fielder mid on there. It gets stopped on the boundary for a single.
So yeah, it's tricky conditions to bat here, Mosh. I'd say, because the wind's picked up. The batter might just have to assess every ball on merit and not just sort of premeditate anything here. Just play to the conditions, take those singles, not try to look for the big shots. Oh, it just goes through his hands, Parth.
Won't go get to the boundary.
That you think could throw back to the keeper, but just misses out on the catch.
That is the end of the 4th over, 15 for 2. Yeah, it's not going to be easy batting in this wind. There's potential for a bit of swing maybe for the bowlers.
Just another change here, and
Okay.
Shobit Bhatia here in the chat, fellow groundsman of Scott Page Field. Thanks for joining in, Shobit. Missing you out here, mate. Wish you were part of the score. I know you were supposed to score on Thursday, but you had work to do. So definitely missing you, part of the team here. And the other gentleman doing the comm is Moshe Harris. So you better remember his name. You call him Moshe. He's doing a fantastic job with us on comm. And Phil hasn't joined in yet, but I'll let him know you've wished him well. Thanks, Shobit. I hope you're enjoying the coverage coming from Pepsi Cup 2022, the Scott Page Field in Vinor. Good stuff here by the invitational level, restricting the runs here. Required run rate just creeping up on them, 6.64. They're just short of 4 runs per over here. The challengers. So Javed's come back for his 3rd over here. Mosh, do you think we'd see that from Farhad, or Farhad will be switched out? I think Farhad won't ball. I think he'll be saved. Lovely shot this.
And it's going all the way for 6. Yeah, they'll be happy with that one.
Lovely shot that by Satish Kumar, slapped away like a tennis forehand shot for 6 there.
Yeah.
Had all the power and the invitational 11 out in the barley field or in the wheat field. I'm not sure which one it is. Searching for the ball.
So so far here, quite a close game. That 6. Important for the challengers, bring their required run rate down slightly. Just a quick camera adjustment here. So 98 off 93 required now, as the surge continues after that massive 6 from the last ball. So let us know in the chat who you think will win this game. It's a lot tighter than we were expecting. Maybe we were saying that the challengers should do this fairly easily, but they've not been bad necessarily batting. But the invitational bowling lineup showing what they can do, and why they should never be underestimated. That's hooked away for another 6. So back-to-back 6s there. Well, Javed Iqbal bowled so well and has been bowling well, but it's gone for 12 off 2 there, which brings the required run rate down to 6. 92 off 92 needed. They threw some duck balls and a couple of wickets. The invitation 11 managed to get a bit of control there, and but they've pulled it back nicely, the challengers. You know, it's a tough position for the bowling team when the opposition needs just to run a ball, which was the case before the innings started, and they managed to build a bit of a gap, the bowling team, and as I said, they've just lost it there. Javed Iqbal needs to get it right here. The ball returned to him now. Apologies for the slight camera issues there, but it's being fixed. And Javed Iqbal with the 5th ball of the over will be trying to get this on a bit better, as he's going to redo his run-up, rethink things.
Mohammad Mohsin Ali here saying all into the field. That's exactly right. Satish Kumar really slapping it around here. It's taking away all that pressure, that good pressure built up by invitation 11. Current run rate is 6 and required is 6, so they've just come back with those 2 shots. Those 6s have just taken away all that pressure, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier, weren't we, Moshe? That it has to be like really tight bowling here, really good work here by the invitation 11 bowlers to sort of even have any chance in this game. They need a wicket now. Stop the scoring.
Yeah, the wicket of Satish Kumar
That will be the prized one.
would be useful here.
So that's the end of the 5th over, 29 for 2. 13 runs coming off that previous over from Javed Iqbal and proving quite costly. That one. Wonder if Sid was thinking another wicket to come there, but unfortunately Rajiv had other plans. I mean, Rajiv? No, Satish had other plans and smacked him around the park.
Yeah, and all that hard work undone for the Invitational 11. They were
completely undone.
They were bowling well up until that
Interesting moves
point.
is by Sid, sticking to Farhad, understanding that he has to bowl his best bowlers now to get any chance in the game.
Yeah, especially now feeling he needs to put the pressure back on with a good over.
There is nothing to sort of play towards at the end if we don't do it now. But I don't know. I think Farhad. I mean, if it goes down to the wire, you'd want that 2 overs from Farhad.
It's in the air again, and it's another six. Satish Kumar really enjoying himself out there now. And
making mince meat of the bowlers here, Farhad. Sorry, Satish. Freudian slip there. And just me blaming the bowler.
Yeah, it's.
But I mean, you could say it was a slightly full pitch delivery. You could say that had he not connected it slightly well, it could have been a catch to Naveen.
Yeah, it's not going to do the invitational team any good. This.
Philji just whispering into my sweet ear. They're bowling out Farhad. I'm not sure. We just said that. We were just talking about it on the comms, Phil. That it was a surprising move by Sid to bring him on and just looking for a run out there, but nothing coming off that. But I think they're trying to just maybe go for another over with Farhad to see if they can get a wicket because that over was costly from Shavit. 13 runs coming. Maybe Farhad could get a wicket, but starts off with a 6 and now a single, so 7 runs off of it already. My thinking was, Phil, and what I was sharing with Moshe earlier was that they would save 2. Oh, that's 4 runs. Nah, get the soy balls on. Soy spinners.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I think if you maybe slow it down with the bowlers here, you make the batsmen have to generate the pace themselves rather than just using the pace of the ball. And another boundary here now, and they need 80 off 87, so not even run a ball, and it's really, really tough for the Invitational 11 now.
Came back to Farhad to deliver that other tight over, get another 6 balls out of Farhad, which would be potentially 4 dots or maybe 3 dots and a couple of runs. But it's just been expensive here for Farhad. I think he's trying too hard here. I think he needs to radiate his pace. I think he needs to take the pace off the ball. He's known to have the slow ones, like the block hole there, probably no run. That's a better ball, better line, better length here by Farhad. Yeah, but he has those slower balls. Phil G here, a big supporter of Farhad, big fanboy here, cheering him on. I think that's what's needed for Farhad. I think this team's been pretty quiet in the field here. Not much chatter going on for the Invitational level. Outside off, swiped across, and this could be 4, and it's feeling here by Naveen. Trying to put his foot when he could have just easily put his body down and caught that. Farhad will be reeling there. This is not the way Invitational level want to defend this target. They need to put on a better show. They need to show that they're in it to win it. Every ball matters, every run matters.
And the batsmen for the challenges out here in the pavilion, encouraging now. I'm going to be feeling confident. Oh, it's a nice shot. Rajiv Gomez.
Very good on partnership. Just you must have seen the graphic between the 2 batters.
Off 15 balls as well. Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive.
That's the more important point, Moshe. Absolutely, you're right. 15 balls. It's double in no time.
Yeah. And that is the end of the power play.
Wind kicking up here into the streaming and the scorer's tent. So if you see a bit of shakes on the camera, just know that you're dealing with the wind. Vicariously. Pepsi Cup.
Yeah, Vinor, it does get quite windy.
Challenge is well on the way from victory here. Super windy. We're all a bit itchy and nervous after what happened on the debut of the stream where we were just blown away by Mother Nature. So just a word of advice: did not take on nature, respect it.
Mohammed, you've seen Ali there in the chat with
Hayat comes
rain
on.
emoji.
Runs.
Hopefully, no rain to come. Just keep it down to the wind. We want to see these last 3 games in the Pepsi Cup in full.
Yeah, we don't have rains predicted for today, but it's definitely going to be a cloudy day out here in Vinor. There is going to be a breeze. We were informed by our production crew that there would be a bit of a wind that picks up towards the afternoon, and the wind is not quite right. It's just got super windy here. We are coming back to the bowler. Arshad Hayat just got hit for Arshad Hayat is going to be a really good bowler. His consistent snap, his hits decline in lengths, and he's always a wicket-taking bowler. Arshad always gets a wicket for his captain.
And they really could do with one now to break up this partnership.
Lovely shot. This
Beautiful. Sliced away for 4.
deep cover for 4 runs. Arshad just staying full.
It's such a speed over the outfield. No one was stopping that one. And another boundary for him. He's moves on to 25 of just 10 balls. Obviously had the 3 sixes in there, 4 now.
A bit of field change here after that 2 shots for 4. I think they're reacting to those shots by Satish Kumar there. Satish is playing a fine innings here for this team. Just making sure that they get over this 120 target, modest target set. When I say that and it's in the air, but probably no man's land, just short on the long off field, and they look for 2 here. He sets off, the throw comes to danger end. No, it doesn't. Yeah, direct throw. Maybe direct throw.
It's in the air. No one under it though. Dealing in boundaries here. The challenges there really looking good.
Better line this from Arshad, better left definitely straight on the stumps and into the block. Played very sensibly here, taking a single. Yeah, I mean for United CC they can just play off every bowler for singles there because Satish Kumar has put them in a situation or a position where they don't need to take risks anymore.
Yeah, well fielded there, so just a double. The wind coming sort of over from left to right on your screen. Coming in waves, quite heavy. We just got the bus arrived just behind us with the court team who will be preparing for their 3rd place playoff game.
The important position of 3rd.
Yeah, against the losing team of this match. Yet to win so far, so they'll be looking for it.
That was also the end of the over, 56 for 2 after 7. Previous over was expensive there from Arshad Hayat, giving away 11 runs, and now Sajid Bhuyan back on, and we've seen Sajid get pasted around Scotfield Park by both Sledgehammers and United challengers. So Sajid will be looking to sort of not bowl those lengths that he did and just get it a bit tighter here. Deliver first deep. Fantastic first ball.
That is
in late. Just going past the back there, Mosh.
yeah, well bowled. Really, really tough now for the Invitational 11, but they're not giving up, trying their best, and a good ball there.
Sid's been vocal in the field, just rallying his troops. Lovely shot there out. Arshad Hayat there with his bowling action throw there. I like that this Invitational 11 still have a little bit of a chatter, a little bit of a voice in the field. They've not given up here, and I think they don't need to yet. If they get a couple of wickets, I know it's hard at this point, but it's a lovely shot there. Head down to long on. Will he use his feet or hands? Hands this time around, and Naveen saves 2 runs.
Yeah, well fielded.
Well fielded there. He learned from that previous encounter not to use his feet, get down to the ball.
We've got a question in the chat about a potential or hypothetical rain interruption if the Duckworth-Lewis method is applied, then there will be no points shared, as this is basically a semi-final, not a game for points. So the winner of the game will just go straight into the final to play Sledgehammer. Correct. As, better over here. We've got some more rain emojis in the chat. Hopefully that will stay just there and won't come here to Vinor. That's slapped along the ground to long off just for the single. And that is the end of over number 8. 4 singles, 2 dot balls. So a bit better from the Invitational 11, but still comfortable here. The United Challengers batsmen and their partnership on 47 now. They've calmed down a bit and they're fully in control here. There's a required run rate of just 5. So
yeah, sorry, just had to pull away from the mic there just to help out the players with a little bit of issue off field. But yeah, there's a good question there by Abbas Ali, rain interruption, and I think Moshe answered the question perfectly well. It's a semi-final essentially, no points shared. Whoever wins and proceeds forward in the tournament.
Yeah.
The final game, which will be coming up at
4:30 p.m. local time.
Confirmed by Mosh. Cheers, Mosh.
But you can watch here on this channel. But between then, there will be lunch, which we have talked about. We're looking forward to the catering from the K2 Brothers restaurant. Looking forward to dinner.
So Pat Balodia here.
Oh. Wow.
Is that a no ball?
Wow.
That's interesting.
Did you not call that no ball?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Batsman's right. He hit the edge of the wicket. That should be no ball.
Crazy,
Yes, Richards.
crazy ball.
Well, you'd expected Richard to give a no ball, but he hasn't. Interesting to find out later why.
Unless he just got some really good spin on it.
It's down the leg side. Probably would have been called a wide if left, but it's away for a duck ball.
Kick this off and be a bit louder because I'm finding it hard to do.
Yeah, he's got it in the gap nicely there, and it's 4 runs.
Yeah, fantastic shot there by Satish. Just slapping it over cow corner or in between cow corner and long on, just showing no mercy and just putting it away. Yeah, Parth hasn't sort of got his line right here on neither his length. The first one should have been a no ball, but just got lucky there, got a dot. And the second one went down. Oh, and I say that and he gets him clean bowled. Satish Kumar, the explosive one, misses that shot and bowled.
Yeah.
But I think if he had connected that, that could have been another 4 to 6. But hey, it didn't, and he's a clean bowl, so that's what it is.
Yeah, out for 33. Well batted and it's that wicket loss. It's
You
come
see,
a bit too
I
late
mean,
for the
he's put
invitation
his,
level now.
he's put his team in a very comfortable position. So, job well done.
Yeah, he when they were slightly behind on the run rate, he got a couple of sixes, you know, a couple of boundaries, got them back into it, and now he can enjoy the rest of the game from the pavilion. He, we'll be
Absolutely.
looking forward to the food just like we are, I'm sure now.
Oh man, Moshi, don't bring it back. We just moved on. Spent 20 minutes talking about curry, so let's not get there. Just been informed by Phil that lunch is going to be late today. Well,
It's a shame.
it's a shame, but
It's coming about 1 or 1:30.
I'm sure that they're putting some extra oomph into the food today, so that it's the last day of the Pepsi Cup 2022 Day 3 Finals Day. So the two brothers have been serving us some fantastic food. Completely okay for them to be a little late today.
Yes. So we'll be looking forward to welcoming the curry car here in about an hour.
He's screaming behind me saying I'm hungry. Just going into the golf field. I'm sure the K2 brothers don't hear it. Abbas Ali Mohammed in the chat saying turning tables for UC. When have the tables not turned, my friend? When did the tables even turn, or when did they even move? When did they ever change? But Abbas, I completely understand what you mean. I think the tables would have turned for the Invitational 11 had they taken another wicket.
Earlier on, slightly.
Yeah, maybe Satish earlier would have been. But hey, cricket's a funny game. You don't know what happens till the end of the last ball. So let's see. Maybe something could happen.
Yeah, and if the last few balls are wicket and just one run, if they can keep that up, then maybe they could start a sensational comeback as just missing the outside edge there. Well bowled.
Good afternoon, chat. Phil G here. I've just managed to push Venky out the way and grab the microphone. My first little chance to talk today. Pretty interesting boys match today, I've got to say. The United Challenge is looking really strong, really getting on top here. 65 for 3 after 9.
That is flicked away with ease for a one bounce 4.
They're getting boundaries regularly, aren't they? They're looking pretty hot here.
Yeah, enjoying themselves out there.
And Venky's pushing me out the way. He's going to grab it back.
So just a little cameo there from
Thanks,
Phil.
for covering me there. Just a bit of an issue with our scoring app, but it's back on smooth. Hafsa Mohammed says missing replays, and Hafsa, I completely agree with you. I wish I could provide replays for everyone, but we're here with a very modest setup with a very modest budget, so we're trying our best with what we can, and I hope you're enjoying the little coverage we're bringing to you. And I'm sure as Pepsi Cup gets bigger next year, which it will, we will come back bigger and stronger and give you much better coverage of this fantastic tournament here happening in the Czech Republic, Prague.
Yeah, and,
The
streams will be up on YouTube on this channel, so you can rewatch it later on.
Saying absolutely the right words here. You can, of course, check out after the game for your own viewing pleasure. Just hearing cries from the left in Tamil saying, keep playing, brother. So yeah. United Challengers CC know that the team is in a comfortable position with 49 requiring a 62 watch.
Yeah, comfortable.
Not much to the question is, can the Invitational ever take wickets? Can the applied scope of pressure get wickets? Can we create dots? Can we create a feeling of, we need to do something risky? Can they make the batsman make an error?
They will need some very good bowling to do that, and yeah, it's not looking good for them as that gets pushed away.
I had a chat with Sid yesterday, and Masha, I'll be a bit honest here. I've been looking to have a game here in the Pepsi Cup myself. I was supposed to be playing in this mixed squad invitation 11 that we have here. I was unfortunate that I couldn't get a game in because of course I'm behind the stream doing the commentating as well. But did have a chat with Sid just asking about the 11 for next year. Because I was sort of curious to push myself in there selfishly, but of course they had it all covered. And he said that they had a reinforced team for today, and he was looking. And after their first performance against United Challengers, where they had them, if not for those drop catches, he said that I think our team today will sort of edge them over. But clearly, they didn't come out strong. Do you think it's a toss for them to lose? They shouldn't have lost that? Do you think they're a better chasing side as opposed to setting a total? What do you think?
Yeah, well, United Challengers won the toss, decided to bowl, and it's worked out for them well so far. And yeah, the Invitationals batting first, setting the score, they just never really got going consistently, and they struggled out there. That's swept away in the air.
Might not get there, might not have the legs to get there, and just slows down there.
About a metre away from the
Could
boundary.
be a run. No.
Well run. And you might hear the support from their teammates here. There's a bit of a crowd here now, photos being taken.
Karel Ziegler, the man of the moment, getting clicked. But Karel's been doing a fine job for all of us here, just really making sure we're all well fed, well taken care of.
Oh!
Direct throw there, and Karel.
Throw!
Raghawa gives it. Fantastic throw that from Naveen DG.
Now we'd love to have that one on replay. It was a very strong arm, direct hit, and a wicket, finally, for them.
Hafsa Mohammed saying thank you in the chat. Thank you, Hafsa, for sticking with us and just being active in the comment section. It's been a bit dry the few days. We've not had so much chatter, but we love to see chat getting alive and popping off. So thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for all the comments that you've dropped in the chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. The semi-final is interesting.
Abbas Ali is just reading our minds there, Mosh.
Yeah.
It is getting interesting here, Abbas Ali. It is that wicket me and Mosh were talking about, and they've produced it in the field. Funny thing, Mosh, have you noticed how it's always been the fielding that's gotten a wicket for the batting side as opposed to the bowlers? And it's just something I've noticed even in the first innings, that in the first 2 overs it's been the 2 run-outs, and even here it's been a run-out again. So good fielding here all round.
Yeah, some good throws back in actually. Not just for the run-outs, but in general from the boundary. The players have been getting it back to the wickets nicely. So yeah, it is interesting. The challenge is still in control, and especially since Rajiv Gamaj is still out there batting, I'm sure they'll be
Rajiv.
confident.
I think we're all quite tired of saying this now. I think Rajiv's going to be here for another player of the match here. If you see a Jaguar coming down there, a Jaguar SUV, that's lunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks, man.
I still think it's a bit early for that.
Raf Khan in the chat here saying good throw. I'll definitely let Naveen DG know, who's quite close to us. I'll see if I can get a scream in. But thank you for the kind words, Raf. It was a really good throw. I'm sure DG will acknowledge that compliment from you.
Well bowled there. Well bowled. So Tariq Ahmed is taking his time. Now doesn't need to rush.
Quietly worked away here. Pradeep screaming it's just a single, but definitely a 2 here. It was always going to be a 2. Regulation 2. Maybe a 3 even here to sneak it, but no. Just a bit too far there, Rajiv in his crease. So I think they're happy with the 2. And again, we don't need to do anything risky. We don't need to see these crazy runs. So
Yeah. Rauf Khan Mohammad Khalil is yet to batter.
When is Mohammad
We'll see
Khalil? We don't know when he is, but we are sure to know. We'll tell you when he's coming into bat. And that's a lovely shot there. Should have been stopped, but just far shy from Farhad there. If my eyes keep me well. 4 runs.
The way it's going now, Mohammad Khalil might not get to bat. These two are looking good now.
Not sure with the right word there.
out of reach for the Invitation 11.
Starting to slowly go away from them. I mean, still 39 from 54. They need 6 wickets. You never know, Mosh. There could be a collapse here anytime.
Yeah.
And you know, there's that famous saying in cricket: one brings two. Something I keep screaming in the field, but very rarely does one ever get to. But it does happen, though. It does happen. There is that pressure. New batters take time, and they sort of, start getting a bit choked.
Well, look, I mean, if they can get Gamage here soon, then maybe, just maybe, and it looks like
just hearing hi dad there from behind us. I think Karel's son just got here.
so getting some supporters coming for
For the final 2 games of
Final,
Pepsi
yeah.
Cup, yeah.
expecting an interesting final.
Not the dot ball here though. So 39-54. Let's see if Sazib can get another wicket here for them. Fantastic shot this. Hit with full force. 2 runs here. Hesitation. Sent back. Good call that from the batter. No risk needed to just get Rajiv out here. But the intent was right from Rajiv. He had hit that shot with quite a lot of power. If the fielder did fumble, it was definitely 2 on, but rightfully sent back by Tariq. It's gotten hotter here, Mosh.
Yeah, sun's coming out a bit.
Yeah, sun's popped out from behind the clouds. Here comes the sun, as the Beatles say.
Yeah.
Do. Just had to say that.
Nice little. Push there, but no runs.
Yeah, I was quite surprised, Mosh, earlier. We did see Arshad 77, I think, even in the deep, being one of the long riders, but I think he was over there on what would be deep square leg for Tariq, but he's not someone who has that gun throw, so he always does prefer to be in infield, so rightfully put back to point. Or Gully there, massive shot there. This could be a catch.
Yeah.
Will Ayush take it?
No,
Not judged well there, but I was just short of him.
He had time to get to it there, I reckon.
All
Slightly
of them sized it up,
misjudged.
Just not sure what the thinking was by Ayush, but yeah, missed opportunity for a wicket there. Desperately needed that one, and the invitation level just not taking the little chances offered. You have to take the stuff that's offered to you in a limited overs 20 game. T20 is a ruthless game, and if you don't take what's given to you, then you're just not going to win the game.
Yeah, an opportunity missed there. That's
another catch, I think.
That will count as a chopped catch, but that was a very tough opportunity.
That was a very tough opportunity, Mosh. I completely agree with you. I think he did well there to stop maybe saving 2 runs.
Yeah, both teams going at it now here, Hafsa and Abbas Ali just saying that this partnership might finish the game as that's another 4. So
smacked away for 4 there at deep square leg.
Yeah, a couple dropped catches or missed opportunities, but yeah, this partnership coming along nicely now, and with 12 of 10, 33 runs required now. So still got 48 balls left.
I still think in some just to make this interesting, or just to have a hope of an interesting finish here, I still think Invitation 11 have a chance. It's not done yet. We have seen some insane comebacks in the world of cricket, in the world of T20. And I think it's just a matter of these wickets. I just think they need to hold on to the catches. Be a little tighter, create that pressure, not give them the 2s. Make them only score through 4s and 6s, and then could be something here for Invitation 11. But of course, this is just my optimistic side speaking here, but it looks bleak, I'd say.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure if you were to play these last 8 overs 1,000 times, how many times would the Invitation 11 manage to pull it back? I think their chances now are looking very slim, and it's not looking great for them. Invitationals?
Aditya Rayarolu, if I'm saying that correct. Sure I am, but I'm a bit doubtful. Telugu surnames are a bit hard, even for me. I am Indian, but surnames are hard.
As I'll take the quick single. Keeper dropped the glove, looked for the potential run out, but it wasn't there. So we're just expecting a nice and calm, easy win for the challengers now.
If we see the last 5 overs here, Mosh, it says 30 for 2, 32 for 2 at 6.40. So that means that the runs have been coming, but the wickets have also fallen. So you'd think that that catch was taken. We've been just short of 30 and maybe 3 wickets. So it's just these small chances, you know, which make such a big difference in the game.
And I think it was just that little period after the power play that's just lost the game for the Invitationals. A couple of overs where the challengers managed to get some sixes, some fours, and just take full control. And Rajiv Gamasha here looking really good at the crease.
It's a good wide line there by Aditya, just making sure that the batsman has to fish out if he wants to hit that one. I mean, Rajiv is pretty well set, played 24 balls, scoring 27 runs on those. So he knows he's not going to go there with 32 runs left. He definitely want to finish this game for this team. Make sure that the final is quickly. And that's a catch. As I say that, he gives his wicket away and Arshad does not drop those.
Well taken there.
Giving that wicket away when he should have just finished the game for his team. Baba, if you please don't mind moving away from the camera. Sandeep!
Please.
Just someone in front of the camera there, but moving in good time. Well, Mosh, we have a game in hand. So do you think we have a game in hand? Do you think this makes things interesting or no?
Well, look, you never know. With 5 wickets down, if they could get a couple quickly without conceding any runs, then maybe it could be an interesting end. And
fantastic batting though by Rajiv.
Yeah, and he's very happy to get him out. He's been a big threat.
Yeah, just taking the blessings of the earth there as he steps out, Rajiv. I'm sure the earth has blessed him well. Whichever god he's praying to, I'm sure they've just given him such good luck this whole tournament. You know, he's performed like a champion for his team. So I mean, they can't ask more from him. I'm sure he's still a contender for player of the match today. Mosh.
And I think that innings was enough to push his total score for the tournament over the 100 mark. So well done there.
Running for the MVP of the tournament as well, I'd say.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. Well, obviously, it looks like they will be featuring in the final against Sledgehammer at 4:30 p.m.
Let's not count anything out here. They're all great characters. I've played with a lot of them in the Czech domestic league and always played with me. I play for the Vinor RDCC and a lot of these other players I've faced in the first division and I've played in the second division, and they don't give up. So let's hope they embody that spirit right now. They really need that. They need to come alive. They need to take the game by the horns and get another wicket here to make things interesting at the Pepsi Cup 2022 final qualifier game.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but we've seen a few maidens, and if they could get one here, maybe put some pressure on the batsman. You know, it's not over yet.
That's actually an interesting thing you say, Mosh, because I'm not sure if there's ever been a maiden recorded in T20 after the 10th over or maybe after the power play. But it's a lovely. Oh, it's 4 runs. Oh no, they pushed that for 4.
Yeah, you can't be giving away runs like that.
It's just such a safe and secure fielder who's just unfortunately trying to stop Javed's efforts.
Rauf Khan currently batting is Tariq Ahmed and Aftar Singh, as you can see at the bottom of your screen on the scoreboard. Yeah.
Hafsa Mohammed saying we are excited to see a final match. between UC versus Sledgehammers, and I think most of the people here in Pepsi Cup would resonate with that, Hafsa. So completely agree. I mean, I'm a bit biased. I'm from the Czech. I mean, I've been here for quite a while. I've played with these people, and I of course would love to see them feature in the final. But United Challengers just proving why they deserve to be in the final.
Yeah, and it really feels like there's out of the four teams have been divided into pairs of the Sledgehammer and the Challengers who've just been dominant overall, and then the Invitation 11 and Accord who've just not quite been up to it. As Abu Fahad is coming in to bowl his fourth over, or redo his run-up.
As far as I it just didn't feel all there. Just didn't feel it right. Yeah, Farad's last over this, if I'm correct, yeah. Sure, Sid is looking for a wicket there. Ooh, went across the line there. Hit him on the pads, could have been interesting. Started running in hard and good well backed up by Sikhood.
Yeah, that's good fielding. He went aggressive. Collected the ball nicely.
I'm going to follow up when he comes back about that ball where it's really no ball in our books from Prague. It'll be interesting to find out why he didn't give it.
Maybe he just thought it was some extraordinary spin on display, not the edge of the mat. But, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, that's a single there. A shot. Just trying to. It's just unacceptable by the Invitational 11 to be not getting the feeling right here. This is their ground. This is their conditions. This is something they play in day out. They gotta know that there is that uneven bounce. They have to be prepared for that. It's just a bit sloppy, if I may say so. When you know you're just defending 25 to 40.
Yeah. We saw it with the 4 in the last over, and you know, it's giving away runs at this point. Oh! I'll take the single hits hard back at Fahad, who can't quite take it. It was a tough opportunity.
That was a tough one. I was coming at him like a traceable in his favourite Ravi Shastri would say. And I saw Phil saying it twice over yesterday.
Next one, mate.
Phil just running over the camera there and just giving Farhad that applause he needs, that support he needs. Because that was a fantastic attempt. It was a tough catch, Mosh. I think if you got that, one would say the ball caught the hand as opposed to the catch being caught by the bowler.
Yeah, tough opportunity. He looked disappointed. Good ball there.
Really good ball there by Farhad. Right in the block hole, dot ball there. Just delivering. Farhad's just a stand-up guy who delivers, you know. This is what I love about Farhad. He just goes about his business quiet, doesn't talk too much, not much air about him. When the ball's given to him, he gives his heart out for the team and just quietly walks away. No fanfare. Love that attitude about Farhad. Scheming in again here. Oh, come on. I mean, you see what I meant. Farhad just goes about his business, gets a clean bowl, gets a wicket when most needed for his team, and that's such an important wicket here. You could say this could again sort of push things over towards the invitational level side, but hey, 24 and 37, well above.
And especially since, well, Farhad's only got one ball left. You'd say one of Invitational's best
One more
bowlers.
wicket, you think, Mosh?
He'll be hoping for it. I'm sure his teammates will too. That would take them to 7, and who knows? Maybe they could get the last 3 before the opponent managed to get.
We haven't seen the low batting of UCC come into play, have we? I'm not sure yet, but we don't know how it is.
Yeah, and 24 runs in 37 balls required. So
just saw Avtar Singh coming out. Wasn't that Tariq Ahmed coming out and acknowledging that Farhad put in a cutter ball which sort of deceived him. And this is what we were talking about. What I said with Phil earlier in the games, Mosh, that he is a fast bowler, but we'd rather call him a smart bowler because he has those deceptive deliveries, and I think very well disguised and very well used now.
And, Rav Khan here is your favourite Khalil Mohammed. He's come out now. Yeah, so 24 runs required. the Invitational 11 would need a wicket every 6 runs. Now isn't easy, and Mohammed manages to flick that one away. They are looking for 2, but they'll settle for the single.
Raf Khan must be jumping in his chair there. Khalil Mohammad out to bat. I'm sure he was waiting for this moment. Raf, if you aren't dropping a comment for every run Khalil hits, then I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, and he took the single off the last ball of the over to keep strike.
Yeah, Raf, happy man there. So yeah, 97 for 6 at the end of 14. 23 runs required in 36. Coming down to the wire, you'd say, Mosh? I mean, of course, there have to be some dot balls and some tight overs for it to get even tighter. But I mean, 1-6, 1-4, I'd say game over. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, but with the way it was looking at one point, I didn't think we were even going to get to the 14th over. So
you're spot on there, Mosh. I completely agree with you. We did think it'd be an early finish there.
Pulled back slightly by the Invitation 11.
Absolutely. Bang on. You think that if some of the things had gone right for the Invitation 11, this match would have gone closer than it is. You know, those catches, you know, that run out.
Yeah, there were some missed opportunities.
Missed opportunities, yeah.
I can think of 5 runs they gave away unnecessarily in the last couple of overs, which just would have made it that little bit harder for the challengers. So yeah, they'll have a lot to learn from this game and take into their next match.
Still not over here, Mosh.
Oh, such a big swing and a miss there from Khalil Mohammed.
I'd say it was a nothing shot.
Yeah.
Big swing.
Raf Khan will be disappointed with that one.
Just trying to get some bat on it, push it away to the third man, maybe see if they can just run away for 4, but dot ball here, that being the important thing. Aditya coming in clutch for his captain here. He's first over just 5 runs here. Sid Good hoping to sort of replicate that effort. Just stopped by Pradeep to move the cow corner fielder. Interesting that they don't have a deep cow.
Whoa! Well bowled here.
Trying to sort of get something on it here. I think the Invitation 11 are feeling a comeback coming. 2 dot balls. They have a spring in the step. Khalil Ahmed. Yeah, Avtar Singh just coming over to Khalil and being like, hey man, just take it easy. We're well on top of this game. You don't have to feel any pressure. Just felt a bit of drizzle on my face. Just hope that's just someone spraying water from somewhere else. And
whoa. Single taken quickly there.
I just didn't get the throw in right for Pradeep to sort of take the bails off, but 1 run completed there. I think that was an important run there, Mosh, to get Avtar on strike.
Yeah, and Khalil Mohammed struggled a bit in the last couple of balls, so he just wanted to rotate to get the run and just keep on top in this game. You want to prevent the dot balls, and I think that's what Khalil Mohammed was trying to do earlier on, but it stopped well. So another dot ball, just the 1 off this over so far, so well bowled here. Mohammed, despite a little dip here, still confident that the United Challengers will win. That's a leading edge for another dot ball.
Fantastic over by Aditya here. 4 dots in this over and 1 run. I'm sure he wants to finish this over off really well, and then it'll give his team a lot of confidence going into the last 5 overs after this. 22 and 31 now. Let's see what happens on this last ball. They'll look for a double here. Run first hard. Will he get the throw in quick? Parth. Confusion. Just hits the edge of the pitch and just bumps up.
It was close, but they run out there.
End of the over, that 100 for 6.
Were committed to it. 20 off 30 needed now.
20.
So just the 3 off that over, a bit better.
Fantastic over that by Aditya, really keeping keeping Invitation level in the game or in some sort of reach for the victory here, Mosh.
Yeah, and if they keep that up until the end of the game, then they might just sneak a win to get that comeback. They'll need to keep it up with this good bowling.
I keep taking off my hoodie and I keep putting on my hoodie. This weather is
Yeah, weird.
it's just like
Wind keeps coming and going. It's
just don't know how to dress at Vinor sometimes.
Yeah,
Just got to
yeah.
get the whole wardrobe in our car or along with you in our bag. Weather's like mood swings. Anyway, coming back to the game here, 100 for 6 in 15. United challenges CC require 20 runs and 30 balls. It doesn't matter what the run rate is, it's just about wickets and dots. So Naveen Gunasekara here. Mosh, what do you think it's going to be here? Starts wide, hit away to Parth, and is that 4 runs?
yeah,
4 runs.
nice shot, and that'll relieve some of the pressure that was put on by the bowling side in the last over.
Yeah, just I mean, this is what we kept saying. You know, one good over. If it's not, if the bowling's not supported by both ends, it's just really hard to build pressure. You know, that scoreboard pressure we keep talking about. Mosh, you can't give a ball to a set batsman. I mean, he's not set, but he's had his eye in. He's had 5 balls in. I mean, so you can't give him the width to hit. You got a ball into his stumps.
And we can see, we just saw from that shot, why Rav Khan is such a big fan of Khalil Mohammed. Oh, as he goes
Oh, they steal a
for
run.
another cut. Oh, just over the keeper there. I'll take the single quickly.
Yeah, it was a bye, and just stolen a run there. The batters, they know that it just makes it easier for them. The one issue here, Mosh, is they don't want to take it too deep. They don't want to take it all the way to the last over. What do you think? I'd say they'd comfortably finished before, but there is that worry for the batting side.
Yeah, look, I mean, they don't need to take any risks, but if there's an opportunity to steal a run, then you might as well take it. Just keep rotating the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. Oh, there's a block there.
Dot ball, important. After those 4+1, 5 runs. So you need another 3 more dots here to sort of come back from this over, from that 1-4. It's the margin of error is so little here that you just cannot error length or lines. Good shot there, straight to Ayush Sharma there in the deep. Pick up and throw, no single. Bad throw this, but Sid was there to cover him up.
So another single there. All they need here really, the United challenges now, and they'll be fine with how it's going. I'm quite sure what the batsman was doing there.
A bit of a nothing shot, went fishing.
Yeah.
Lucky not to get the edge and put a little more tension for his batting side.
Rav
Khalil,
Khan.
you will win match. Yes, sorry, I just took that away from you, Mosh.
Yeah, Rav Khan was the ball for Khalil. Oh, appeal that looked out and it is given. So no.
That's a wicket, guys.
No, Rav Khan. Khalil Mohammed will not win the match as he is out. LBW there. It looked pretty plumb even from here. Umpire took his time again. But,
Khalil being a
it's
little
given.
unsporting here, complaining about the decision, but I'm definitely sure Richard Eames is taking a note of that. So is Raghava Loksana, and he will be reported for that outburst. It did happen even yesterday with the Accord players sort of complaining about a LBW. I think they should just let the umpires do the umpiring and just sort of do what they need to do and not worry about the decisions.
You know, especially with the position your team's in, there's no need for that. Like, absolutely
Mosh
unnecessary.
bringing in the right point there. You know, you're in such a commanding position. Why play across the line of the ball and why have an outburst? You don't want to create more issues. You don't want to create a bad atmosphere in your camp.
Yeah, especially it looks like you're going to be going into the final. Your team needs to be, together. And Rav Khan, your man let us down there.
Yeah, Rav Khan, I think you should have a chat with Khalil Mohammed about his attitude towards the umpire's decision there. If you're with him, I mean, I do understand if it's a clear nick and it's not umpires not heard it, but the umpires are always communicating with each other. They always look over, and I'm sure they're doing their job on point, and it's been nothing but class umpiring here for the last 3 days. So
Yeah, doing
I'm
their
sure
best.
Khalil will feel a bit bitter about that reaction. It's all emotions here. I know it's getting down to the wire. But
4 overs left.
Yeah, it's about being calm at this point. It's just about being cucumbers.
Yeah, another wicket though. I'll be happy with that. 3 wickets left. Could they maybe get a couple more and put the pressure on?
Mosh. we've just been like it's like a seesaw, right?
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
going like UCC, Invitational, UCC. But I mean, it's still UCC. You know, I mean, they need 2 more wickets here.
And
Invitational if they want to make it interesting.
I'd love 2 wickets to fall quickly now, because then United Challengers still needing less than 1 ball, but with just that 1 wicket left, there's the pressure.
There's that tension, right?
Yeah, it'll be a lot more exciting.
Dot ball, yeah, Aditya. That's what Sid needed.
Yeah.
It's nice how calm the Invitational 11 have been in the field, despite it getting closer and closer. You can see it getting onto the batters and not the fielding side. It's just that shift in momentum.
Yeah, and when they won the back foot, they didn't give up. They didn't lose it. That's full and wide.
Ball will back over 4. No, great fielding in the deep there.
Well
By
fielded.
Sajid Bhuyan. Saved 1 run and just gave 1 away. Fantastic work in deep.
And captain said they're encouraging his team, because that was a shot that maybe you would expect to go for 4 after some previous fielding mistakes, but this one fielded well. So 13 of 22. It's getting quite exciting here towards the end. Yeah. Still be another
She
single.
was in 2 minds, I guess, that should I save the 4 or go for the catch? But I'd say with such little margins, you have to go for the catch here.
You've got to take the risks in the field.
You've got to take the risk. You may give away the 4, but it's better than just thinking, oh, will I get a wicket? You've got to make a wicket happen here. Invitation level if you want to get back.
Right now, I mean, the difference between a 4 and a single
That's 4
isn't all that
runs.
much. That will leave a lot of the pressure for the challenges. Just 8 needed now, off 20 balls, plenty of time left. Just don't be out is the thing now, surely.
It's just all about the batters just playing off these 20 balls sensibly now, Mosh. I think it's a UCC victory from here. Unless we see 3 quick wickets fall, I don't see how Invitational will come back in this game.
Yeah, you've got to be sensible about it, intelligent batsman. No need to go for the glory shots, just take the singles and win it.
Ball is by Aditya counter. That's where he had to be the last 2 balls, but just staying a bit wide, giving width to Avtar Singh, who does not hesitate in putting it away. Mosh.
Yeah, and
Good shots too, huh?
Yeah, he's batted well here, 11 off 13. Took the opportunity when it came to get the boundary. It's guided. Once again, it's another dot ball.
That's the end of the over this.
Yeah, 8 off 18. As a neutral now, you've got to be supporting the Invitation 11, but you want to see a bit of a
closer game, right?
an underdog comeback maybe here now.
Absolutely.
Looking unlikely.
On your side, yeah. I'm definitely want the Invitation 11 to get a wicket, or maybe even 2 wickets and 2 balls, and take it to the hat-trick ball to see what happens. But
we want that excitement here.
I'm sure UCC will not allow that to happen. I think if UCC lose from here, they will be absolutely like aghast with themselves, I suppose.
Yeah.
Livid and furious. I don't know. It's
Quite the comeback that would be.
That would just be a fairy tale comeback for Invitation 11. But hey, 18 balls left in this final qualifier game in the Pepsi Cup 2022. 3 overs left. Shazid Bhuyan back on. 8 runs required for United Challengers CC to take the game and go into the finals.
Yeah, and Invitational now. They need wickets. I mean, required run rate is 2.5, so you would have to be very economical with your bowling, and I think you've just got to try and go for the wickets. But we can see Captain Sid Good hasn't given up. He's encouraging his teammates. Just
I think that's the right,
adjusting his
that's
field.
the right spirit here. Coming right in front of the face of the player in the wheel. They take the run there.
Bowled in
Should have
by
thrown
the
it to the
fielder
keeper,
there.
but the keeper had already taken the non-striker end and had already taken a start. It's comfortably made that. This game's just slipping away ball by ball here.
Desperately need a wicket.
Swiped across and that's 4 runs.
Nice shot there from Avtar Singh, who has looked good here. He's controlled it well. Just 3 runs needed off 16 balls.
Yeah. 3 runs required in 16 balls for United Challengers CC. I think you could comfortably say now, unless they get, I don't know, 3 wickets in the next consecutive 3 balls, that Invitational level is not going to be the finals. And
Yeah, well, it's
United CC finishing.
it's set up for Sati Boyan to become the hero here.
Yeah, the hat-trick hero.
And if he does manage to get a hat-trick here, then that would definitely be making an appearance on our social media. So make sure you follow that at Pepsi Cup Prague.
Mosh just can't wait for the hat-trick. Just some clips, and that'll be a repost all week long by Sazir. But hey, that's just if they give 3 wickets. I'm sure United CC will not give those 3 wickets away. They're going to comfortably finish this game and go to the finals. They played a fantastic. They're going to. As I say that, Sid Good drops a catch.
They take the single.
And they hesitate to take single. So, I don't even know what to say here, Mosh. I'm just lost for words. That's the wicket they were looking for. They needed that wicket, and Sidkud drops it. Anyway, next ball coming in here. Again in the air, and that should be the game. 2 and 4. And that's
goes for 4. So that is the semi-final done. It's all set up. Next game will be the 3rd place playoff between the Invitation 11 and Accord. We saw that matchup yesterday evening.
Pretty one-sided, I'd say.
Yeah, Invitation 11 taking the only win of the tournament there so far. So despite losing here, they'll be feeling fairly confident there.
I think, I mean, of course, congratulations first of all to United United Challengers CC. I think they put a phenomenal shift in the first innings. They essentially bowled out Invitation 11 from the game, and I think Invitation 11 did a fantastic job in in using whatever resources they had amongst them and to sort of come this close. I'm sure it's just a matter of few drop catches, but yeah, I mean, now for the 3rd, 4th game, it's just going to be Invitation 11 versus Accord, and we sort of know how that story went. But let's see if Accord comes back with the fight.
Yeah, we're looking for their first win of the tournament, and obviously then the main game of the whole tournament, 5:30 PM local time, the grand final between Sledgehammer and now confirmed United
Yeah, I think that was the game that everyone sort of predicted they wanted to happen, and of course on our left here, players being very sporting and just congratulating each other, always being played in the right spirit of the game, and that's the most important thing. But yeah, big game coming up, Sledgehammer versus United Challengers at 4:30. That's going to be the game of the day here. Finals, the fitting finals, I'd say, for the event.
Yeah, they've been the 2 dominant teams. When they did meet, Sledgehammer took the win, but I'm sure the United Challengers will be looking for revenge here. Luke Belgium in the chat saying that UCC are limping across the line. They've limped across the line for the win here.
Yeah, Luke Belgium for the first time in our chat here. Hey Luke, thanks for joining in and commenting, saying that UCC rather limping across the line here. Yeah, you could say towards the end, Mosh, it was a bit of a risky, nervy chase.
Yeah, but I'd say the middle of their innings was very strong.
Yeah, there was no limping there. If anything, sprinting
and
happily getting it done.
And they took it on and won by 3 wickets in the end. So thank you for watching.
Play the match, Mosh, before we kind of sign off.
Well,
come back for the next game.
Highest scorer for the team was Satish Kumar, scoring 33. Just behind him is Rajiv
Gamage.
Now the only question is,
how did Rajiv do in the bowling?
Picked up a couple wickets too himself, yeah.
So we know what that story is going to be, right?
So it's,
I think Rajiv Gamage for this game as well.
He's on track for his 3rd player of the match.
That's a hat-trick of player of the matches. I think he's well on his way for MVP as well. Bosch, I think if he wins the game for them in that decisive, at the final at 4:30, it's the 4th one and it's player of the tournament.
Yeah, he's looked great out there. And just some discussions between the umpires and United Challengers players, I guess, about the LBW decision and how unhappy the batsman was. So once again, the umpire's been very professional, and even after the game was finished, talking to the players
about why, how, and everything.
Trying to keep everything as fair as possible.
Absolutely, I think Mosh, you're bang on point. The umpires have been nothing but professional and on point. I think they've done a fantastic job for us. The score is included. We have Farooq Sheikh on electronic, and we have Sudarshana on the paper today. So they're doing a terrific job for us, always catching us up and making sure we have the right scores. But yeah, I think it's just an unfortunate decision, and he reacted emotionally. I think it was just that moment in the game where you sort of nerves are on, and you just sort of, if you don't keep cool or calm, you just sort of react violently. But our player of the match is going to be Rajiv Gamage.
Yeah, definitely for me. Yeah, scored in the 30s, 2 wickets. He's just been unstoppable with bat and ball so far in this tournament, and him and his team will be hoping he can keep that up for the final. But before the final, there will be dinner delivered by the brilliant K2 brothers. Everyone here at Vinor Cricket Ground on the lookout for the Jaguar, the curry car, delivering the food here. Brilliant service, and after everyone has been satisfied with the food, we will move on to the second game of the day, the third place playoff, which will start at 1 PM local time, Central European time, and then of course 4:30 PM the grand final. Both games streamed on this channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action, and also follow at Pepsi Cup Prague on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook to see photos from the week so far and some behind the scenes action here as well.
Absolutely, we're just going to sign off here. It's been this game has been brought to you by Venkatesh, that's me, and I have Mosh on my right.
Ben did some commentary as well, and Phil.
Yeah, and Phil as well, and Ben as well. Not to forget them, and thanks Mosh for reminding me that. They filled in for us when we needed it. So I hope you guys have a good break. Do come back for this. I still think it's going to be an exciting third place game. Place game, between the COD and Invitation Level. Invitation Level definitely trying to get one game, one win out of this, and so does the COD. I think they want to leave with one game done, one win in the like for the whole tournament here. So yeah, just come back. We think we'll be live around 12:45, 12:50. Join us again. I hope you had a good time. It's been the semi-finals. The United Challengers take the win.
Go get refreshed, have some food. Unfortunately for you, you can't quite have the food we're having here, but I'm sure
you guys have something.
You get yourself
nice there,
something nice, and we'll see you at 1 for the
see
third place playoff.
Absolutely. See you soon, and have a nice